to Gering High School on a Tuesday night, the start of a very busy week for both the boys and girls teams from Gering High School. Tonight they host Torrington. Thursday they're on the road in Beard, and then Friday night they finish up on the road in Alliance. Tonight Gering comes in with a record of 8-8. They lost to Scotts Bluff last Saturday night. 50-40 was the final score. Gering led 19-6 after the first quarter. Scotts Bluff outscoring Gering 12-9 in the second quarter, and the game was tied at 28 going into halftime. In the third quarter, Scotts Bluff outscoring Gering 13-10, and Scotts Bluff led 41-38 after the third quarter, and it was a big fourth quarter for Scotts Bluff as they outscored Gering 9-2 in the final 8 minutes for the win. Sydney Winkler had 12 points. Carly Pazanka also had 12 points. She combined that with 12 rebounds, so a double-double for Carly Pazanka last Saturday night. Chloe Fries had 6 points, while Nikki Todd and Kiera Wyo each had 4 points apiece. Nikki Todd had 11 rebounds, and Kiera Wyo chipped in 6 rebounds for Gering. Tonight's opponent, the Torrington Trailblazers, their head coach is Jeff Hawley, and the Torrington girls come into tonight's action with a record of 4-5 on the year. Their wins this season have come against Hot Springs, Lyman, Wyoming, and Newcastle, Wyoming, and they beat Burns this past Saturday night. 61-51 was the final score there. Their losses this season have come to Moorcroft, Warland, Mitchell, Nebraska, Douglas, and Wheatland. So Gering trying to get above the 500 mark tonight, while Torrington looking to get back to 500. Well, Chris Cottrell caught up with Gering girls head coach Steve Land. That interview's next as the Platte Valley Company's pregame show continues on 106.9 The Trail, KHYYFM.com, and coming to you tonight on KNEB.TV.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
We're back tonight on our Platte Valley Company's pregame show here on KNEB.TV. We got radio coverage with Jeff Kelly coming back for you shortly. We're back tonight on our Platte Valley Company's pregame show here on KNEB.TV. We got radio coverage with Jeff Kelly coming back for you shortly on 106.9 The Trail as well. Chris Cottrell sent to talk with Gering girls head coach Steve Land ahead of tonight's Gering home doubleheader against Torrington. Pregame coaches' comments are brought to you by The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing. You can see Shane Wilson and his staff, and you'll be in The Zone all spring season long. That's right, time to start thinking about spring sports. But Coach Land, right now we got a high school basketball stretch run to worry about for your team, and coming off a 1-1 weekend, the win over Shadron, and then a really hard-fought game, that rivalry matchup Saturday at your place against Scotts Bluff. You guys go cold in the fourth quarter, but really this thing was anybody's ball game down the stretch heading into that fourth quarter.
Yeah, it really was, and disappointed that we couldn't muster up any offense there in the fourth quarter when it really mattered. So it was a frustrating night overall, but I was proud of how far our kids have come along. But, we've got to find a way. We tried to call some plays, and we did get some open shots, but, we just had some kids that didn't knock them down. So at some point, if you're going to beat Scotts Bluff, you're going to have to knock down some big shots in the fourth quarter, and we're getting close, and hopefully we'll see this team again.
Yeah, we talked on the post-game show foul trouble really from the get-go on Saturday night, and I'm curious what that does to, you had guards in foul trouble. Sydney was in and out of the game quite a bit. What does that do to somebody on the offensive end just as far as rhythm, getting up and off the bench and getting into the game and having to come out and still trying to play ball?
I think the biggest thing that it hurt us was defensively, because when we had some kids that subbed in, Berta hit a three on us, and Sydney had her pretty much guarded in check. So, as a player off the bench, we've got to learn that we got to go in and shore things up and tighten things up and not let anybody get off. But then on offense, the rhythm does slow us down. I think Sid is one of our best passers on the team, and so when she sits down, it's a little harder to get offense going. And we had a few other kids in foul trouble, and partly Scottsbluff's got so much quickness that they beat us off the dribble, and we weren't in the right spots. We bodied them up and got a foul. So, we've got a few extra things up our sleeve next time we play them, a few adjustments, and I think we'll be better off in the long run with knowing that information. So, it'll be interesting. Turning to Torrington, they have a whole set of problems that will bring to us with the half-court trap. We haven't seen that this year, and a little 1-2-2 zone. They play a little 2-3 zone, and so we've got to be patient tonight and move the ball around, and we got to knock down some open shots from the outside.
Early week game, coming off a Scottsbluff game, playing 3 out of the next 4 nights. Tonight, really, it's all about energy early, right, to create that feel that you're playing good ball.
Yeah, it really is, and we will press immediately from the get-go, get in their face and try to make it an up-tempo game. I like when we run. I think we can manufacture some extra points off some turnovers, and then we just got to execute against the half-court trap and things like that.
Wrapping up right now with Steve Land. We'll get him out of here with a quick key to the game. Brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of a lifetime warranty. And you get that lifetime warranty with every new vehicle purchase at Team Auto. So Gering hosting Torrington tonight. Coach, maybe on the defensive end, what's a key or two? Who do you need to slow down? What sort of sets are you looking at? What has to happen to kind of hold them in check and give yourself a shot here?
I think we're going to change up our defenses, try to keep them off balance. But Reese Haley, by far, is our leading scorer, almost averaging 18 points a game. So she's very good from the free throw line in and rebounds the ball really well. She's a big physical player. And, if we can hold her to 10 or 12 points and lock down on some other kids, I think we have a good chance.
There you have it from Steve Land. Opening tip coming up here in just a few minutes. 1 to 2 tonight with Gering entertaining Torrington. Coach, appreciate the time as always. Best of luck tonight. Get this busy week started.
All right, thanks, Chris.
We'll come back with more. Jeff Kelly has just about set to go with opening tip in a few minutes. We'll be back right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help stay warm in the winter. Here are a few safety tips. Space heaters need space all around them. Only buy space heaters that are tested and labeled by a national recognized facility. Before using a space heater or electric blanket, inspect the cord for cracks or warm spots. Finally, turn off electric blankets when not in use. Space heaters and electric blankets can provide needed comfort or can be deadly if not used with care. So use caution this winter season. This message is brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
Owl Channel 15 and Mobius Channel 1500. The opponent tonight, the Torrington Trailblazers, and then Thursday night, Gering travels down Highway 26 to Bayard to take on the Bayard Tigers, and then they'll finish up next Friday on the road in Alliance. Then they've got one more game on the road, I should say. That'll be on February 5th. That will be at Sydney. Big rematch there. And then the Gering girls will finish up the regular season taking on McCook and North Platte here at home. They're formerly known as the East-West Shootout. This year they're playing it out here, so McCook and North Platte will be here at Gering on both the boys and girls side. Then for the girls, we'll get into the sub-district starting on February 15th and the 16th. Only three teams, I should say, in the B8 sub-district: Alliance, Gering, and Scotts Bluff. Of course, Sidney usually in the district, but they are C1 on the girls side, so only three teams in the sub-district, and that sub-district will start things off on February 15th and the 16th. Well, now time to take a look at our starting lineups, and for Torrington, they will start this way. It'll be A.J. West, 5'8", and a junior, averaging 4 points. Reese Holly, a 5'11" senior, averaging 17 points a game. Michaela Morehouse, a 5'9" senior, averaging 6 points a game. Maddie Jones, a 5'3" junior, averaging 5 points a game. And rounding out the starting five for the Torrington Trailblazers, Sierra Allen, a 5'10" junior, averaging 7 points a game. Torrington averaging 45 points a game this season. They come in with a record of 4-5 under the direction of head coach Jeff Hawley. For Gering, 8-8 on the year. Their head coach is Steve Land. They will start as they usually do. It'll be Sid Winkler, 5'3", and a junior, averaging 12 points a game. Kiara Weil, 5'3", and a senior, averaging 8 points a game. Chloe Fries, a 5'7" senior, averaging 9 points a game. Carly Pazanka, the 6-foot sophomore, averaging 6 points a game. And rounding out the starting five for Gering here tonight, it'll be Nikki Todd, the 6-foot sophomore, averaging 4 points a game. So Gering taking on Torrington here tonight as they start off 3 games in the next 4 days. A tough stretch of the schedule, but Gering will start it off here tonight as they will face Torrington. Let's take our final break here on the Platte Valley Company's pregame show. We'll come back with the opening tip from Gering, and this is the Platte Valley Company's pregame show.
On this field, it's baling, but somewhere there's one mowing, and somewhere one raking, one loading, stacking, lifting, and pulling. Our full lineup of utility tractors is built to get any job done right. The Kubota M-Series.
Your Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
National anthem here tonight as we get ready to tip things off here from Gering High School. Final home game until the 11th of February when the McCook will come to town, and they'll turn right around on the 12th and take on North Platte. Second opponent from the state of Wyoming that Gering has played this year. Of course, they took on Gillette Campbell County back on the 16th of January and got a 57-54 win in that contest. A come from behind win, an impressive performance by Gering against Campbell County. As the starters being introduced for Torrington in the road maroon uniforms with silver numbers trimmed in white for the Torrington Trailblazers. Once again, their starting five: A.J. West, Reese Holly, Michaela Morehouse, Maddie Jones, and Sierra Allen. As Gering being introduced now in the home white uniforms here tonight with blue letters and numbers trimmed in gold. As Chloe Fries introduced, followed up by Carly Pazanka, who had the double-double in the 10-point loss to Scottsbluff Saturday night. And finally, the other sophomore post for Gering, Nikki Todd, who had 4 points and 11 rebounds in the loss to Scottsbluff Saturday night. Well, our opening tip is brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. It's love at 425 degrees. And don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. Glad you could join us here. And as we did against Campbell County, we will not have an opening tip. They will play by Wyoming rules and have Torrington take the ball out first as Torrington moves from left to right. As Morehouse has it on the right side, they go top of the key to the left wing to A.J. West. Her three off the mark, but there to clean that up is Sierra Allen, and she gets Torrington on the board first as the teams come up the floor whistling a foul. And the foul was on Reese Holly. She'll pick up her first, and that'll put Kiera Wayo at the free throw line for Gering as she drains the first one. And Wayo makes it 2-1, and a chance right here to tie the game up here early in the first quarter as Wayo drops them both, and we're tied at 2 here with 7:37 left. Pressure by Gering in the backcourt, almost threw it away as Jones has it. Top of the key as they work it inside. Down low, Holly, the spin to the basket, too strong. Rebound tipped around, it'll go out of bounds. They're going to keep it at the Torrington end here. 7:21 left. We're tied at 2 here in the first quarter. Inbounds pass. Comes in. Work it inside. Holly against Nikki Todd. She spins to the basket and puts it up and in. 4-2. Torrington on top by 2. They work it inside to Carly Pazanka. She'll work it back outside. The pass intended for Winkler, tipped away by West. West on the run out to the basket. And the shot doesn't go, but she's fouled by Kiera Wayo. And check it's on Sid Winkler. That'll be her first, team's first, as A.J. West steps to the free throw line and puts the first one in. Make it 5-2. West comes in, shooting only 31%. Next one hard off the back iron into the hands of Wayo. Quickly up the right side, top of the key to Winkler. Winkler will put it on the floor, take it to the free throw line, pick up her dribble, finds Todd down low. Nikki to the basket, off the glass and in. Nikki Todd makes it 5 for Gering. 6:43 left. They get it ahead. Holly drives against Todd. Nothing doing. She'll kick it back out to Maddie Jones for 3. Off the back iron. Carly Bazanga comes down with the rebound. She's going to go coast to coast, and she has it tipped out of her hands by Reese Holly. And it'll remain at the Gering end as they work from right to left here in this first half. A while to trigger it in. Finds Freeze on the left side. Work it to the wing. Winkler off the glass on the 3-ball attempt. And Torrington the other way. Maddie Jones on the push up the right side. The bounce entry inside to Holly. Double team. She'll spin to the basket and put it up and in. Reese Holly with 4. 7-4 Torrington. Here's mid-range jumper. Freeze off the mark. Rebound comes down to West. Quickly ahead to Maddie Jones. Jones to the free throw line. Kick out. West. Down low, they try to get it inside to Holly. Knocked away the outlet pass by Freeze. That's stolen away. Holly with the mid-range jumper off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Nikki Todd pulls it down with 2 hands. Winkler ahead to Freeze up the left side. Chloe to the basket. And a foul called on Torrington's Michaela Morehouse. She'll pick up her first, team second. So Chloe goes to the free throw line here with 5:41 left in the first quarter, 7-4. And Freeze can't get that one to drop through. And she'll get one more as Chloe comes in, shooting only 44% from the free throw line, but she sinks that one to make it 7-5. Pressure once again by Gering. Here's Jones with it. The baseline jumper by West off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Carly Bazanka. Into the hands of Sid Winkler, top of the key, into the left corner. Ohio for three. Hard off the back iron. And Torrington comes down with the rebound as they move left to right. Morehouse with it. Has it at the top of the key, picks up her dribble. Two-handed pass to West on the right wing. As Ohio gets a hand in there, tips it away, but it'll stay with Torrington as they will inbound near sideline in front of the Gering bench with 5:05 left in the first quarter. 7-5, Torrington with a 2-point lead. Jones finds Morehouse, starts to drive, cut off by Freeze, loses the handle, loose ball picked up by Maddie Jones, starts to drive baseline, cut off by Winkler, tough defense. They go to West, down low, they find Reese Holly all alone, and Holly was 6 first quarter points, makes it 9-5. Ohio drives at the Bulldog end. Her shot doesn't go, but she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. As the foul was on Torrington, Sierra Allen, her first, team's third. As Kiera misses on the first one. 1 out of 2 on her, or 2 out of 2 on her last trip to the free throw line. Ohio's next one on the way. That one falls through. She's got 3. 9-6. Pressure once again by Gering. West in the backcourt. They get it long down court pass. Morehouse right side, inside Holly against Nikki Todd, too strong off the glass. Bazanka, long outlet to Freeze and throws it too long for Chloe to catch up with it. And a Gering turnover will give it back to Torrington as Maddie Seiler into the Gering lineup for Kiera Ohio here. 4:25 left first quarter, 9-6. Torrington on top by 3. Pressure. They get into the front court, almost stolen away. Pull-up jumper from 15 feet away from Jones. She drains that one. Make it 11-6. Torrington's open up a 5-point lead. Ohio dumps it inside Bazanka, baseline to Nikki Todd against Holly. That shot's blocked against Allen. And Torrington will come the other way. Skip pass. West in the left corner. She'll put it on the deck, into the paint with the right hand, left hand. Right hand, I should say, doesn't go. And the foul called on Sierra Allen. An offensive foul, her second, team's 4th. 3:47 left here in the first quarter, 11-6. Torrington on top. Half-court pressure, they'll get it across. Maddie Seiler gives it up to Winkler. Winkler drives right side off the back iron, high rebound, tipped around. And Nikki Todd with the rebound, put back, counted, and she's fouled. Nikki Todd with the 3-point play right here. As she was fouled by Reese Holly. That'll be the second on her, and already Torrington with 5 team fouls. 3.5 minutes left here in the first quarter as Allen will check out. And Nikki Todd will step to the free throw line. Shooting 46% on the year. And high off the back iron, she'll get the shooter's bounce. And it's a 2-point ball game, 11-9. Pressure once again by Gering. Morehouse picks it up in the backcourt. Maddie Jones, they play catch with it back to Morehouse. Morehouse at the free throw line. Gives it up to Holly from 15 feet away. They try to get into the corner to A.J. West. And it was knocked out of bounds by Gering. It'll stay with Torrington. Morehouse to trigger it in. Two-handed pass out on top to West. Back in the corner, Reese Holly. Skip pass. Morehouse beyond the arc. Now she'll take it in the paint. Drive and dish. A.J. West with it. Skip it inside to Tanya Woodruff. And she spins to the basket and is fouled on the shot attempt. And that'll be the first on Nikki Todd. That'll be the only second team foul on Gering, as Woodruff, a 6'1" senior, off on the first one. And here's Marissa Morehouse into the Torrington lineup for Reese Holly. She'll sit down with those 2 personal fouls here in the first quarter with 2:59 left, 11-9. As the second one hard off the back iron, but A.J. West there to clean that one up. She puts it back up and in to make it 13-9. Seiler quickly up the floor, finds high post to Pazanka on the right side to 3. Long rebound by Winkler. Back outside, they work at top of the key. Sid Winkler into the paint. Kick out to Seiler. She drives, falls, is knocked to the floor, and we'll have a foul called. And that'll put Maddie Seiler at the free throw line, as the foul was on Torrington's Tanya Woodruff. Team 6 team foul. So Gering will inbound, baseline right as they work right to left. Winkler gets it in 15 feet away. Pazanka drains it. Carly Pazanka, her first 2 in the game. And Gering's once again cut it to 2 points with 2:22 left. And palming the ball is called on Maddie Jones. And a turnover gives it right back to Gering with a chance to tie with the 2. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Toss in comes to Seiler. She'll bring it into the front court. Picks up her dribble, right side pass, Winkler with it. Winkler on the right side. Top of the key as they work it left side now to Seiler, but West gets a hand in there and knocks it away for Torrington. It'll stay at the Gering end. Carly Pazanka to trigger it in. Quickly in. They get it to Winkler for a 3. Glances off the front iron. Battle for it on the floor and the held ball. And the possession arrow will keep it at the Gering end with 1:59 left in the first quarter, 13-11. Torrington leads it by 2. Chloe Freeze will trigger it in. Gets it into Winkler on the left side. One dribble to Seiler. Seiler beyond the arc. Takes it to the right side, finds Chloe Freeze. Freeze, pull-up jumper with the right hand off the mark. Rebound comes down as Morehouse steps on the baseline, and we'll keep it at the Gering end one more time with 1:46 left here in the first quarter. Sid Winkler will trigger it in. Holds the ball above her head, looking, has to go out on top to Freeze. Chloe gets called for traveling. She starts a drive to the basket. And that'll give the ball back to Torrington here with 1:43 left. Torrington on the inbound. Morehouse will bring it across. Top of the key. Looking, she's swarmed by Seiler. She finds Woodruff. Will dump it inside. A.J. West on the low block right side. She throws up a shot at the basket. It won't go, but West draws the foul, and she will go to the free throw line. Chloe Freeze with her first personal. 3rd team foul on Gering as Brittany Lira set to check in as West drains the first one. She's got 4 in the game. Makes it 14-11. Kayla Morehouse checking out as Lira comes in for Torrington. AJ's second free throw on, up and good. And it's a 4-point Torrington lead. A while back into the lineup, she drives baseline right side as the shot's no good, but she goes to the line as the foul on Marissa Morehouse. And that puts Gering in the 1-1 here with 1:22 left here in the first quarter. As Ohio drains the first one. And a chance to make it a 2-point ball game once again. That's as close as Gering's been able to get in this first quarter. Ohio from the free throw line has 5 points. And it's a 2-point Torrington lead. Pressure once again by Gering. Morehouse has it stripped away by Seiler. Maddie on the run can make the rebound. Morehouse comes down with the rebound. Quickly up the floor. Cross-court pass goes through the hands of Maddie Jones. And a Torrington turnover gives it to Gering with 1:04 left here in the first quarter. And that'll quickly bring Michaela Morehouse into the Torrington lineup for A.J. West. Gering can tie it with the 2, take the lead with the 3. Seiler into the front court, picked up there by Morehouse. Awio on the left wing, two-handed overhand pass back to Pazanka as they work it to the right side to Seiler. Seiler skip pass, Pazanka for 3. Hard off the back iron. Battle for the rebound as Morehouse comes down with it. She gets it ahead to Maddie Jones. Maddie Jones brings it center court with 39 seconds left. Bounce try to go inside to Woodruff's, knocked away by Awio. Kiera on the run out, and she's fouled on her way to the basket, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. And all of Kiera Awio's points here in this first quarter have come from the free throw line as Morehouse picks up her second personal, 8th team. And Awio keeping it up from the free throw line. And a chance to tie it right here with 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Second one on the way. That one will fall in for Awio. She's got 7, and we're tied at 15. 28 seconds left. Pressure by Gering. Morehouse in the backcourt is her pass tipped in the air by Pazanka. And then Pazanka runs into Morehouse. And that'll be the first on Pazanka. That'll be the 4th team foul, so Torrington will inbound with 21 seconds left. Morehouse to trigger it in, looking. She'll find West in the backcourt. She brings it to the front court, down the paint, loose the handle, loose ball picked up by Lyra. She'll give it up to Morehouse, back to A.J. West for a 3 off the iron. Comes down in the hands of Maddie Seiler. 7 seconds left ahead to Awio. Drives right side, throws up a shot, throws it in. Kiera Awio with 9 points, and Gering at the end of the first quarter takes a 17-15 lead on the West Coast scoreboard.
For more than 162 years, FNBO has been with you where you are. A bank committed to helping you earn more and save more, so you can do more, both big and small. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
Kiera Awio, who had 7 points all from the free throw line in the first quarter, throws up a runner from the right side at the end of the first quarter to give Gering a 17-15 lead. And Torrington will inbound to start this second quarter. Winkler, Awio, Seiler, Pazanka, and Todd on the floor for Gering. Torrington with the ball, driving is Morehouse. She dumps it down inside to Reese Holly, or check it to Sierra Allen, and Allen puts it up and in, and we're tied at 17. Shot off the mark as Torrington comes down with it. Maddie Jones, top of the key, takes it down the left lane line, picks it back up. Morehouse with it. They work it around the outside of the arc. Kalyn Flanagan into the Torrington lineup. She starts a drive right side, throws up a shot off balance, but she was fouled by Seiler, and she'll go to the line. Kalyn Flanagan, a 5'5" senior. 15 foul on Gering, first on Seiler. First one on the way from Flanagan. Off the mark. And Chloe Fries will come into the Gering lineup for Maddie Seiler. And Flanagan at the line to try and break this 17-all tie with 7:13 left in the first half. She drains that one. 18-17. Here's Todd with it, free throw line. Gives it back to Winkler. Left side pass, Chloe Freeze. On the dribble, has it knocked away, but Flanagan gets a hand in there and commits the foul. And that'll put Chloe Freeze at the free throw line. Chloe Freeze with 6 points in the loss to Scottsbluff Saturday night. 19 foul on Torrington as Chloe drains the first one. Gering has done an outstanding job from the free throw line here tonight in this first half so far. Second one on the way. Off the back iron, long rebound, run down by Flanagan. Torrington has it. We're tied at 18. Jones picked up by Winkler. So Flanagan on the right wing. Work it around the arc. Now Jones will put it on the floor. 3 ball from Reese Holly. Back iron. Rebound tipped around. Controlled by Torrington. Outside for a 3 ball by Jones off the mark. And it can't be saved from going out of bounds by Michaela Morehouse, so it'll be Gering's ball. Third tie here in this first half. We had 2 in the first quarter. Todd brings it across the 10-second line. Pazanga quickly to Freeze. Freeze drives left side of the basket. Off the glass and in for Chloe Freeze. Gering by 2. 6:21 left first half. Holly with it. To Morehouse, top of the key, left side. Now they dump it inside. And the ball goes off the foot of Sierra Allen. And it'll give the ball to Gering as A.J. West back into the Torrington lineup. Winkler stops before the 10-second line, gives it up to Todd to Pazanka. Back to Winkler, pull up from 15 feet away. Winkler can't get it to fall. The rebound tipped around, finally controlled by Torrington. Jones with it up the floor. Goes to West on the right side, inside to Holly. And a foul down low. And this will be the second on Nikki Todd. And the 16 foul on Gering, so that puts Reese Holly at the free throw line. Shooting 73%. Well, now it's only 16 foul. So Torrington will inbound as they toss it into Holly against Pazanka. That was partially blocked, but Sierra Allen with her putback attempt. And they'll say she was fouled on the shot attempt. Chloe Freeze picks up her second personal foul. 5:50 left first half, 20-18. Gering on top by 2. Allen, first one on the way. That one falls through. She's got 5 in the game. And a chance by Sierra Allen to tie it for the second time here in this second quarter. Second one on the way. That one won't fall in. Pazanka comes down with another rebound. Outlet to Winkler ahead. Freeze into the paint to the basket. Throws it up with the right hand. The off-balance shot won't fall as West comes out of there with the rebound, and she's fouled as they come up the floor by Kiera Ohio. And the 8th team foul on Gering. And that'll bring Jazz Wybera into the Gering lineup for Chloe Freeze as A.J. West steps to the free throw line, the 5'8 junior. First one on the way. That one hard off the back iron. West gets her own rebound. She'll put it back up. Won't go in. Rebound volleyball around as Jones comes down with it at the free throw line. She'll put the shot up from there off the glass. Too strong. Nikki Todd with a rebound, but her outlet pass tipped away. Stolen by Allen. She'll give it up to A.J. West, who puts it up and in. West with 7. And Torrington takes the lead back by 1. 5:12 left as Winkler whips it inside to Todd. Nikki to the basket and lays it up and in. Gering takes the lead back by 1. 5 minutes left in the first half. Morehouse for 3 from the left wing. Hard off the glass. Long rebound into the hands of Sid Winkler. Winkler into the paint. Pulls up from 10 and off the backboard and in. Gering with their largest lead at 3. Torrington quickly the other way. They go down low to Holly. And Reese Holly lays it up and in. And a timeout taken by head coach Steve Land as Gering leads it 24-23, and we'll keep it right here from Gering High School. Well, for more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 632-7561. Together, we'll go far. And Monument Physical Therapy in Gering offers the Bumps and Bruises program, offering 1 free consultation and 1 free follow-up for all area athletes. Monument Physical Therapy in Gering. Jeff Kelly with you here tonight from Gering High School. We'll be on the road Thursday in Bayard, Friday in Alliance. As the Bulldogs go on the road for their next 3 games, they'll take on Sydney on February 5th. Out of the timeout, Gering will inbound at their offensive end as they work right to left. Toss in comes to Winkler. Sid will take it center court. On the dribble, left hand to high post to Pazanka from 15 feet away. That won't fall. West comes down with the rebound. Maddie Jones on the push up the right side against Winkler, trying to avoid the double team. And a jump ball. And the possession arrow pointing Gering's way. With 4:17 left here in the first half, 24-23. Gering leads it by a point. Winkler into the front court on the right-handed dribble, right side pass Awayo. Kira on the bounce to Pazanka, high post, now work it left side to Sid Winkler. Winkler picks up her dribble, she'll launch from bonus distance. That's off the back iron. Pazanka comes streaking through there and can't control the rebound. And it'll go out of bounds. It'll be Torrington's ball. And the Trailblazers can take the lead with a 2. Pressure shown by Gering. Jones in the backcourt. Cross court to Morehouse. She has to leap high to bring that pass down. They'll get into the offensive end, but Nikki Todd there on the interception. Todd to Pazanka. Pazanka starts a drive and double dribble called on Carly Pazanka. The pressure from Gering forcing a turnover, but Gering's not able to capitalize there once again. Gering setting up pressure. Jones gets it ahead to West. West down low to Holly. Holly spins in the paint, puts up the jumper. Won't go down. Awayo comes down with the rebound. Kiera up the left side. Now takes it center court. Whips a pass to Wybera on the left side. Wybera has it stolen away by West. Outlet to Maddie Jones, and Jones has it knocked away by Winkler. It'll stay at the Torrington end. Marissa Morehouse in for Michaela Morehouse as A.J. West will inbound it. Baseline left at the Torrington offensive end. Get it left side. Jones on the dribble. Takes it into the corner. Long outlet pass. They get it to Morehouse on the right side. Her pull up from just beyond the free throw line doesn't go. Battles for her own rebound. Double team. She'll bounce down low inside to Sierra Allen, who puts it up and in, and she's fouled. And Torrington takes the lead back 25-24. That'll put Sierra Allen, as the foul was on Nikki Todd, and she picks up her 3rd. Maddie Seiler into the Gering lineup. Nikki Todd with 3 personal fouls here, 9th team foul on Gering. Can't convert on the traditional 3-point play as Pazanka comes down with the rebound. To Winkler, quickly into the offensive end to Pazanka, kick out, 3-ball, Awayo high off the back iron, battle for the rebound, Awayo runs it down. Outside to Seiler, back to Winkler on the left wing, high post to Pazanka, tries to get it baseline to Awayo, who was cutting that way, but it's tipped out of bounds by Torrington. Will stay at the Gering end with 2:43 left. Torrington leading by 1, 25-24. Inbounds comes right corner, wide open 3. Awayo too strong. Long rebound. Winkler there to control it. Triple team. She's knocked to the floor. And traveling called on Sid Winkler. And that'll give the ball back to Torrington with 2:33 left. 25-24. Torrington by 1. Pressure They get it ahead to Morehouse. It's thrown away. Ohio picks it up. 2-on-1. Ohio bounces. Maddie Seiler on the left side. Puts it up and in. And a 30-second timeout taken by Torrington head coach Jeff Hawley. And we'll keep it right here from Gering High School here tonight. Glad you could join us on 106.9 The Trail and on KHYYFM.com, and also tonight on KNEB.TV. Gering in this homestand that started on the 8th of January lost to Sidney to start it out, but then defeated Gordon Rushville and Gillette Campbell County on a Friday-Saturday. And then they extended that winning streak to 3 as they defeated Chadron here at home back on last Friday before they lost to Scotts Bluff to break that 3-game losing streak last Saturday night. 2:18 left here in the first half as Torrington will inbound. Pressure by Gering. Inbounds pass comes to Holly, gets it ahead to Jones. Jones on the left wing, has it on the dribble. Now she'll bring it top of the key. Finds Morehouse. Morehouse on the bounce pass, almost throws it away. Loose ball picked up by Jones, and the pass goes inside to Woodruff, and she's fouled on the shot attempt. As Sid Winkler picks up her second personal foul, and that'll put Tanya Woodruff at the free throw line, as that's the 10th team foul on Gering. And Woodruff gets into the scorebook. That ties the game at 26. The second tie here in this second quarter. Kayla Morehouse in for Torrington. Second one on the way. That one won't fall. Rebound tipped around. Picked up by Maddie Seiler. Maddie on the push into the paint. Gets it outside to Pazanka to Winkler. Here's Dean for 3. Off the mark. Rebound tipped out. It goes out of bounds. They'll keep it at the Gering end. Morehouse the last to touch it. As Briley Dean, the 5'9 junior, into the Gering lineup. And she will inbound far sideline at the Gering end. Triggers into Sid Winkler. Sid pulls it out, right side, outside. Now on the dribble to Seiler between the circles. 1:41 left here in the first half. Tied at 26. Dean with the baseline jumper. That's off the back iron. It's run down in the corner by Morehouse. She's double teamed. She'll get it to Jones. Jones up the floor. One hand pass ahead to Morehouse. Morehouse pull up from 10. She drains it. Kayla Morehouse, her first 2 of the game. 28-26 Torrington. Minute 16 left. High post in, trying to get inside to Pazanka. That's stolen away by Reese Holly. And Torrington will come the other way, leading by 2. Morehouse, top of the key. Michaela Morehouse down low to Woodruff. Her shot off no good. Out to Jones. Jones drives, draws the foul. And that'll put Maddie Jones, the 5'3 junior, at the free throw line. And Sid Winkler picks up her third. Jones in and out on the first one. Jones shooting 46% from the line. A.J. West into the Torrington lineup for Reese Holly. Jones tries to make it a 3-point Torrington advantage here with 56 seconds left in the first half. Jones in and out on the second one. The rebound volleyballed around. West picks it up, back outside to Jones. Jones, 3-ball on the way. Morehouse off the glass. Chloe Freeze comes off with the rebound. Quickly up the floor. Freeze, right side pass. Dean in the corner, Ohio. Kiera picks up her dribble, bounces baseline, right side. Pazanka back inside to Ohio. Double team, she loses the handle. Loose ball picked up by Morehouse. Torrington the other way with 29 seconds left. West. Morehouse ball fake, and she'll get called for traveling. And that'll turn it back to Gering with 24 seconds left. Gering can tie with the 2, take the lead with a 3. Inbounds, comes backcourt to Freeze, right back to Seiler. Maddie gets it ahead to Ohio on the far sideline. Kiera on the dribble, bounce in the corner to Maddie Seiler. looking. Now she'll put it on the deck. Kick out to a while. Kiera starts to drive right side. Now pulls it back outside beyond the arc with 5 seconds left. Skip pass. Chloe Freeze. 6 seconds left. Freeze drives and scores. At the buzzer, Chloe Freeze makes it a 28-28 all game at halftime. We'll have the halftime show, recap the scoring in this one, but your score at halftime, Gering and Torrington tied at 28 on the West Coast scoreboard.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Hey y'all, Heather here with Platte Valley Back & Sew. Platte Valley Back & Sew has been a cornerstone in downtown Scottsbluff since 1977. Our family brings over 100 years combined experience in the vacuum and sewing machine industry. We stand behind all of our products with a warranty you can trust and service you can count on. Whether you decide to shop in-store or online at PlatteValleyBackandSew.com, our quality products and customer care shine through. You can buy online, sign up for classes, see a calendar of classes and events, view our newsletter, and stay up to date. Platte Valley Back & Sew, downtown Scottsbluff, and online to serve you.
Tie ball game here at Gering High School as we're at halftime. Torrington and Gering. Girls game getting things started here. We'll have the boys game to follow as the Gering girls and boys basketball team starting a 3-game in 4 days grind as they'll at home tonight against Torrington. They travel to Bayard Thursday and they're in Alliance Friday night. Gering led 17-15 at the end of the first quarter, but Torrington outscoring Gering 13-11 in the second quarter to tie the game at 28 all here at halftime. We'll come back, recap the individual scoring from Gering High, where your score is Gering and Torrington tied at 28 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Finally, goodbye 2020. There was one good thing about 2020. That was the prices. And this is your last chance to get last year's prices at Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming. That's 20% off every window and door. Plus no money down, no interest, and no payments for 12 months. Only at Renewal by Anderson. But hurry, because 2020 pricing is only available until February 15th. Book your free estimate today. Call Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming at 307-215-7493.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
Back here at Gering High School, halftime of the girls game, and we are deadlocked at 28 as an exciting second quarter after Gering led 17-15 at the end of one. Torrington outscoring Gering 13-11 in the second to tie the game at 28. Take a look at the first half numbers on the Torrington side of the ledger. Reese Holly leading the way with 8 points. A.J. West and Sierra Allen with 7 apiece. 2 points each for Michaela Morehouse and Maddie Jones in the first half, and Tanya Woodruff and Kalyn Flanagan with a point each for Torrington. We'll come back, recap the Gering numbers in the first half, but at halftime, it's Torrington and Gering on the girls' side tied at 28 on the West Coast scoreboard.
We do 2 pictures just like we've done in the past, one straight down and one from the side, but it's better in the fact that they're going to get called back less, there's greater accuracy, and it's a lot easier to find it in dense breasts. A woman should start getting their mammos at age 40 every year, and 1 in 8 people get breast cancer, so it's the best way to find it is early detection.
Jeff Kelly back at halftime. We've got a tie ball game, Torrington and Gering tied at 28. So we'll have the second half of this one, and then we will set up the boys game for you here to follow this one. On the Gering side of the ledger, Kiera Wyo with 9 points in the first half. All of those came in the first quarter. She had 7 points in the first quarter from the free throw line, then hit a runner at the buzzer to end the first quarter to give Gering a 17-15 lead. She has 9 points at halftime. 7 points for Nikki Todd at half, but Nikki once again battling foul trouble. She has 3 fouls in the first half. 6 points for Chloe Freeze at halftime. And Carly Pazanka, Maddie Seiler, and Sid Winkler, also playing with 3 personal fouls, have 2 points each here at halftime. More from Gering. We're at halftime as Torrington and Gering tied at 28 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
At Platte Valley Bank, we realize the way people want to bank in the future may be different than it has been. As comfort levels and desires vary by person, banking may be different for some, yet not for others. We offer the best of both worlds, a traditional banking experience with our friendly tellers and an online or mobile banking option with features that you can personalize and utilize anytime, anywhere you go. So you can bank how you want, when you want, and from where you want to. Platte Valley Bank.
Back at halftime, we're tied at 28 on the girls' side, as the game was tied twice in the first quarter at 2 and at 15 before Kiera Wyo hits the runner at the end of the first quarter to give Gering a 17-15 lead. And then we were tied 2 times in the second quarter, once at 18 and once at 26. And now we're tied for a third time here at 28. As we're at halftime here from Gering High School. Gering back out on the floor and still awaiting Torrington to make their appearance. So let's take another timeout and we'll come back with more at halftime, where Gering and Torrington are tied at 28 on the West Coast scoreboard.
You may look forward to spending the seasons with family in your home, but not when these critters come knocking on your door. That's where Benzel Pest Control saves the day. Family owned since 1976, we provide prompt, professional, and efficient services to keep your home or business safe and secure all year round.
With 3 generations and more than 4 decades of service to the Nebraska Panhandle and Southeast Wyoming, Benzel Pest Control is the only name in all seasons pest defense.
And welcome back to Gering High School. Jeff Kelly with you, coming to you tonight on 106.9 The Trail, KHYYFM.com, and on KNEB.TV here tonight. As Chad running the camera, TJ at the controls for KNEB.TV. As we said, this is the first of 3 games in the next 4 days for Gering. They will be on the road for their next 3. They'll be at Bayard on Thursday, turn it right around and travel to Alliance on Friday, and they'll have a little bit of time off before they travel to Sydney on February 5th, and then they'll finish up the regular season on the 11th and 12th of February as they will host McCook in North Platte in what used to be known as the East-West Shootout, and then that will wrap up the regular season, and then sub-districts will start on the 15th and 16th of February, and only 3 teams in the B8 sub-district, Alliance, Gering, and Scotts Bluff. And the sub-district usually are hosted by the team with the best record, so it looks like right now Scotts Bluff will host the B8 sub-district. That will get started on February 15th and the 16th, so a big second half of action ready to come from Gering High School as teams tied at 28. We've got Nikki Todd for Gering and Sid Winkler, both playing with 3 personal fouls. And it'll be Sydney Winkler, Chloe Fries, Kiera Wyo, Carly Pazanka, and Nikki Todd for Gering. And for Torrington, it'll be AJ West, Reese Holly, Michaela Morehouse, Maddie Jones, and Sierra Allen. And Sierra Allen will trigger it in Morehouse triggers it in for Torrington. So they work from left to right. They go inside. The pass tipped. Allen has it blocked from behind. As Morehouse drives the basket, that's blocked from behind by Chloe Fries. And we will keep it at the Torrington end. Morehouse to the right side for a 3-ball, and up and in is AJ West, and she's got 10. 31-28, a 3-point Torrington lead. Pazanka kick out a while, trying to answer back with a 3 air ball. Fries rebound, put back. Chloe Fries with 8. 31-30, pressure by Gering. As West goes down inside to Holly, that's tipped around to Jones. West has it on the right side. Inside, they go to Allen, and her shot as she drives the basket is blocked once again. So Torrington will inbound. Morehouse to trigger it in. Into the right, and that pass tipped out of bounds by Carly Pazanka. So Torrington will try it again, this time baseline left underneath their own basket. Morehouse to trigger it in. Into the corner, that's pass intercepted by Winkler as she tried to throw it off of Reese Holly before she went out of bounds, but they'll say she stepped on the line, and Torrington will try for a 3rd time. Toss it out, Maddie Jones, right side, outside. Now she'll bring it center court on the right-handed dribble, left side pass to West. West to the free throw line, skip pass. Morehouse drives, baseline, she's cut off, and she gets called for traveling. As Carly Pazanka had the baseline cut off. And the turnover gives it back to Gering. 6:56 left in the 3rd quarter. Torrington on top by 1. Fries, left side, Todd looking, one-hand cross-court pass to Winkler, 2 dribbles. To Wild, drives baseline, right side to kick out to Todd. Out on top, Chloe Fries drives outside to Winkler, and Winkler called for traveling. And a turnover gives it right back to Torrington. Slow start to this 3rd quarter. As the inbounds comes to Jones, she gets it ahead. AJ West into the corner. Holly holds, 2-hand pass outside. They work it to the left side, quickly to Morehouse. Morehouse in the corner. Holly for 3 off the far iron. As Pazanka comes down with it, Winkler ahead to a while. Kiera looked at the 3, didn't take it, top of the key to Winkler. 3-ball on the way, count it. Sid Winkler with 5, and Gering takes a lead back by 2 with 6:05. Stolen away by Fries. Fries on the bounce, tried to get it to Winkler, but Holly got back and knocked it out of bounds. 6 minutes left, 3rd quarter, 33-31. Gering on top by 2. Ohio to trigger it in, gets it into Winkler on the right side. Sid drives left to right, out, kick out, Fries, 3-ball, rolls around, won't go. Carly Pazanka, offensive rebounder, put back too strong as Nikki Todd comes down with the rebound, and she was fouled. And the foul was on Torrington Sierra Allen. So Gering will inbound. Quickly work at top of the key to Winkler, dump it inside into the paint to Fries off the glass as the outlet pass intercepted by Pazanka. Back to a while, left side 3, count it! Ohio with a dozen points, and Gering's opened up a 5-point lead, 36-31 with 5:28 left in the third quarter. Long down court pass intercepted by Winkler. Sid on the push inside the arc. Pazanga quickly to Ohio on the bounce. Sid Winkler. High post, here's Nikki Todd with a ball fake. She'll drive against Holly to the basket. She'll draw the foul. And that'll be the third personal on Reese Holly. And that'll put Nikki Todd, the 6-foot sophomore, at the free throw line, and a timeout taken by Torrington. 36-31, Gering leads it on the West Coast scoreboard.
New season and new fashion is in at Compliments for you and your home. Check out what's new from Tribal and Charlie B. From light layers for warm days and cool nights to reversibles that are a must-have for the season. Compliments has the style for you. With great looks come great deals. Compliments always has weekly deals to bring more style into your life. Get ahead of the trends and get the new shapes, shades, and colors this season at Compliments for you and your home. 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. We use CPAPs and BiPAPs too, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with every major insurance company in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
Back out of the timeout, Nikki Todd at the free throw line. She drains the first one, and it's a 7-0 Gering run. And Nikki Todd good on both of them. And Gering's opened up a 7-point lead with 5:10 left in the third quarter. Jones trapped in the backcourt by Freeze, looking. Get it ahead to A.J. West. She brings it across. Pass down low to Allen as Allen travels on her way to the basket. That'll give it right back to Gering in the home white uniforms here tonight. Blue letters and numbers trimmed in gold. Pressure now by Torrington. Freeze will bring it across. Left side pass. Todd inside to Pazanka to the basket. The off-balance shot for Carly Pazanka falls. 40-31 and a foul as the teams come up the floor. And that'll be the fourth personal foul on Nikki Todd. That comes with 4:44 left. And that'll bring Jazz Wybera into the Gering lineup. And Nikki will sit down with those 4 personal fouls. As Torrington inbounds, they toss into Jones to Morehouse. Right side, outside in the corner to West. Deep 3 for West. Count it. West with 13. 40-34. Gering quickly the other way. Ohio driving and fouled on her way to the basket, and that'll be the 4th on Torrington, Sierra Allen. And that will quickly bring Tanya Woodruff off of the Torrington bench. And Kiera Ohio at the free throw line looking for her first points. Her off the front iron on that one, as she had 9 in the first half. She hit a 3 here in the third quarter. So it was 4 for 5 in the first quarter from the free throw line. And she finds the mark there. She's got 13. 41-34. Holly bringing it up, driving all the way to the basket. No one there to stop her. And Holly lays it up and in. 41-36, 4:14 left. Winkler driving down the right baseline, and Sid lays it up and in. 43-36. Pressure by Gering causes a turnover as Michaela Morehouse drags her pivot foot, and Gering will have it. 43-36 Gering. Gering moving left to right. Winkler left side pass to on the wing to Freeze. Back out on top. Jazz Wybera holds. Right back to Freeze. Freeze starts to drive the kick to Wybera for 3. Off the mark. Ohio with the rebound. She'll pull it out left side. Give it up to Sid Winkler. Sid brings it top of the key inside the arc on the dribble to Freeze, right side, 3:36 left to a cutting Ohio to the basket, off the glass and in. Ohio with 15 points. Gering 45-36. It's a 9-point Gering lead. West with it. Gets into the offensive end to Holly. They look down low to Morehouse. Tip into the hands of Carly Pazanka. Ahead to Ohio. Inside Freeze. Back outside to Winkler. She takes it down the right lane line to the basket. It won't fall. Gets her own rebound, and she's fouled on the putback by Woodruff. Clear path to the basket that time for Sydney Winkler. Just couldn't convert on the layup. And a timeout taken by Jeff Holly. 3:05 left third quarter. 45-36 Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hi, I'm Michelle Perkins of Remax Regency. After branching out, I've returned home to my roots, to the land from which I came and my family has held for 5 generations.
Michelle truly understands what home means and treats you like family as she guides you through the buying and selling process, bringing the latest pricing tools that are not currently being used in this area to sell your home at the highest price in the least amount of time, and to ensure that you do not overpay when buying.
So just give me a call, kick back, Remax, and settle down.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
3:05 left in the third quarter. Sid Winkler at the free throw line to shoot 2. First one on the way. She drains that one and makes it a 10-point Gering lead. 46-36, largest lead by Gering tonight. Second one on the way. She drains that one, and Gering leads it by 11. Sid Winkler with 9. Pressure by Gering. Morehouse in the backcourt, gets it in, knocked away by Ohio as she makes a dive on the floor to try and save her from going out of bounds. It'll be Torrington ball with 2:56 left here in the third quarter. Gering has opened up an 11-point lead. Inbounds comes to Jones. Torrington right to left, one-hand pass to Morehouse on the right side. Picks up her dribble, hounded by Winkler to Jones. Left side to Morehouse. Morehouse 2 dribbles, back outside Gering in a zone defense, a 2-3 zone. Morehouse ball fake, takes it inside the arc, looks down low. The shot can be made by Morehouse, and the rebound tipped around. Last touch by Torrington. It'll be Gering's ball. Torrington sets up full court pressure. Winkler comes up court, and she's fouled by Morehouse. And Morehouse picks up her 3rd personal foul. 5th team foul already on Torrington. And Gering will inbound. Jazz Wybera to trigger it in. Near sideline at the Gering in the backcourt. Winkler picks up her dribble, gets it into Pazanka, finds Ohio pull up jumper right side. She's fouled by Woodruff on her way to the basket. That'll be the 3rd on her. And Kiera Ohio, who was deadly from the free throw line for Gering in the first quarter, is there once again to shoot 2 shots. Drains the first one, and Kiera must have worked on her free throw. She came into tonight shooting 58% and hit 5 straight in the first half, and she's drained both of those. She's got 17. Gering 49-36 with 2:20 left in the third quarter. Morehouse in the backcourt, gets it into Jones. One-hand pass in the corner to Morehouse. Drives, tries to ditch it to Woodruff. Pazanka gets a hand in there to knock it out of bounds. Keep it at the Torrington end. Michaela Morehouse will inbound it. Baseline right. Looking. She'll bounce it inside to Woodruff against Pazanka. She tries to put up a shot, and she's fouled by Carly Pazanka. And that'll put check that, Woodruff at the free throw line to shoot 2, as Pazanka picks up her second personal foul and the second team foul on Gering. Woodruff off on the first one. A.J. West into the Torrington lineup for Michaela Morehouse. And one more for Tanya Woodruff, who had 1 point at halftime. Second one on the way. That one won't bounce in off the front iron as Holly on the putback is fouled. And she'll go to the line. Jazz Wybera picks up her first personal foul. Third team foul. And Reese Holly, who leads this team from the free throw line at 73%, drains the first one. 2:11 left, 49-37. Holly off on the second one. Winkler down with the rebound on the push ahead to Freeze. Too strong off the glass. Holly comes down with the rebound. Outlet to Maddie Jones up the left side. Jones, top of the key, picks up her dribbles, goes cross court to Morehouse. Skip pass. Here's West driving baseline, cut off, throws it out on top. Almost goes over the head of Jones. Jones drives, dishes down low to Woodruff. Woodruff can't complete it, gets it back. Second try doesn't go. Awayo comes down with the rebound up the right side. 1:38 left. Winkler for 3. Back iron rebound, tipped around. Woodruff comes down with it for Torrington. Jones with it, top of the key. A.J. West on the right side. Right back to Jones. Left side, Morehouse on the way with the 3. Too strong. Rebound tipped around. Corralled by Sid Winkler. She'll slow it down with 1:13 left here in the third quarter. 49-37 Gering. Awayo skip pass on the left wing. Winkler takes it into the paint. The runner counted and she's fouled. Sid Winkler with 11 points to make it 51-37 and a chance for a 3-point play. As the foul was on Tanya Woodruff, she picks up her 4th. She'll come out. And that'll put Sid Winkler at the free throw line. As Maddie Seiler checks in for Gering. As Winkler can't convert on the 3-point play. And Torrington comes down with the rebound. The outlet pass to Jones. Jones into the front court against Winkler. Top of the key. Whips a pass to Morehouse on the right side. Skip pass. High arcing pass back to Jones. Jones puts it on the deck. Picks up her dribble. Right side pass to Morehouse by the far sideline. So they work it from right to left. Gering remains in that zone. Morehouse takes to the free throw line. Gives it up to Holly. Holly, one dribble. Picks it up. Good defense by Gering. West for 3. High off the back iron into the hands of Sid Winkler. Sid up the left side, 23 seconds left, 51-37. Gering leads it. Seiler with it, right back to Winkler on the right wing. Sid inside to Freeze to the basket, off the glass, doesn't go. Holly with the rebound. Jones on the push up the right side, 6 seconds left. And she's fouled by Maddie Seiler with 3.2 seconds left. And that'll be the 4th team foul on Gering. And Maddie picks up her 2nd, and Torrington will inbound at their offensive end, far sideline. Morehouse to trigger it in. Into the corner. They get it to Jones. Right back to Morehouse, and Morehouse won't get off a shot, and that ends the third quarter. At the end of 3, Gering 51, Torrington 37 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Holiday recycling tips.
The holidays bring wrapping paper, boxes, and trees. Remember, when done with these items, recycle them. Wrapping paper can be collected and recycled in one of the city's recycling bins. Boxes can be collapsed and stored to use later or recycled. Finally, your old Christmas tree can be dropped off at this location. This holiday season, give thanks and a start to a healthier new year. Me at Tri-City Stormwater.
Back for the final 8 minutes and a huge third quarter for Gering. They outscore Torrington 23-9 in that third quarter to lead it 51-37, a 14-point Gering advantage. And Gering will start the fourth quarter with Wybera, Freeze, Seiler, Ohio, and Pazanka on the floor. Gering will have it. On the right side to Freeze, back to Wybera. They go inside to Ohio, and it's kicked around, and it'll be turned over, and Gering will turn it over to Torrington. Pressure set up by Gering, just token pressure, as West will bring it across up the right side for the Blazers. Calling for the screen, dumps it down low, finds Morehouse along the baseline. She'll step back for the jumper, air ball, and the rebound knocked around. And Lauren Orr into the Torrington lineup for the first time tonight. And Gering will have it. Pressure now by Torrington. Seiler in the backcourt. Dribbles through defenders ahead to Ohio. Kiera on the runner, counted, and she's fouled. Kiera Ohio has gone off tonight for 19 points and starts the third quarter off there with a chance at a three-point play. Michaela Morehouse picks up her fourth personal foul, eighth team foul, and Kiera with the three-point play, a 20-point night for Kiera Ohio, 54-37 as Torrington turns the ball over. And it'll go right back to Gering. Reese Holly, Maddie Jones checking back in for Torrington. Gering will inbound their offensive end as they work left to right. Toss in comes to Maddie Seiler. Right side pass, Ohio. Inside they go to Jazz Wybera. Bounce pass, they work it quickly to the left side. Seiler for three, off the glass. Ohio runs down the rebound to Wybera, back to Seiler. Pass intended for Freeze, tipped away by A.J. West on the run out, and A.J. West puts it up and in. 54-39 as Freeze brings it across, picks up a dribble, high post to Wybera, to Pazanka for three, air ball. Rebound tipped around, and Seiler couldn't save it from going out of bounds. And it'll be Torrington ball. 6:37 left in the game, 54-39. Gering on top. Pressure by Gering. Here's Orr with it in the backcourt. Gives it up to Jones. Jones in the backcourt. Long down court pass is thrown out of bounds. Intended down there for Sierra Allen. And it'll go back to Gering. With 6:24 left. Seiler into the front court. Left side pass. Chloe Freeze on the dribble. Back out on top. Wybera. Dump it high post. Ohio. Back outside to Seiler. Ohio will pull it out on the dribble. High post Wybera. Bounce left side to Freeze. Freeze into the paint with the right hand. Off the back iron. It falls through for Chloe Freeze. She's got 10. 56-39. Pressure by Gering, and it's knocked out of bounds. And Torrington will have it with 5:56 left. We were tied at 28 at halftime. Gering outscoring Torrington in the third quarter, 23-9. Toss in comes to Orb to West. Top of the key to Jones, picked up there by Seiler. Jones directing traffic on the bounce in the right corner to Orr for three. And Lauren Orr comes off the bench and drains a three. Make it 56-42. 5:35 left. Seiler, top of the key, holds the ball. Now starts a drive, and she's fouled by A.J. West. Stay with us following this one. We'll have the Runs of Post Game show post-game comments from head coach Steve Land, and we'll set you up for the boys' game here on a Tuesday night. Maddie Seiler, first free throw off on the front end. She misses that one. Torrington quickly the other way. Jones on the dribble to the free throw line, kicks it to West for a three, and West rattles that one in. She's got 18. 56-45, Torrington chipping away. As Gering throws it away, Holly picks up the loose ball. The outlet comes to Orr, picked up in the backcourt by Ohio, picks up her dribble. She'll bounce it to Jones. Jones left side, inside to Holly. Holly to the basket. And traveling called on Reese Holly. And coming back in for Gering with those 4 personal fouls is Nikki Todd on a full timeout. 4:54 left, 56-45, Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
Orthopedics is key to managing and treating bone and joint pain, which most of us experience in our lifetime. Morrill County Community Hospital and their clinics are here to help. Mikhail Taylor, MD, is now welcoming new patients from hand surgery, sports medicine, and fractures and injuries. Mikhail Taylor is specialized in upper and lower extremities, and with her expertise, you're assured the highest quality health care service possible. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska, exceptional care right here at home.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
Out of the timeout, Gering breaking Torrington pressure. They get it to Todd on the left side. She'll kick it back out on top, high post. Gering working the ball around with 4.5 minutes left on top, 56-45. Chloe Freeze with it. Here's Kiera Wyo. Right side back to Winkler. Sid on the dribble, picked up there by Jones. Gering working around the outside of the arc, showing some patience right here. Winkler with it. Gering continues to work with it as Freeze almost has it stripped away as A.J. West got a hand in there. That'll keep it at the Gering end with 4:06 left. Inbounds comes to Seiler, or check that into Winkler in the backcourt. Brings it front court in the offensive end. They give it to Ohio. Sure shot off the glass and in, and Kiera Ohio tonight, 22 points, 58-45. Pressure once again, Orr in the backcourt, picked up by Winkler up the far sideline, picks up her dribble, pass intercepted by Ohio. 2-on-1, Kiera has it stolen away by Jones, and Jones steps on the baseline. It'll stay at the Gering end with 3:38 left. Here comes Michaela Morehouse back into the Torrington lineup for Lauren Orr. And Gering will trigger the inbound at their offensive end. Baseline left, into Winkler, top of the key. Freeze, looks at the shot, doesn't take it. Skip pass to Winkler on the right side. Winkler drives into the paint and she's fouled on her way to the basket. That'll put Sid Winkler at the free throw line. 3:27 left in the game, 58-45. Gering on top. So foul was on Maddie Jones. She picks up her first. 10 team fouls on Torrington. And Sid hits the first one. She will get a second one. Sid shooting 76% from the free throw line. That one rattles out as Allen comes down with the rebound, the outlet to Jones. Left side pass to A.J. West, inside to Allen against Nikki Todd. She spins the basket, can't get it to go, puts it back up and puts it in. Sierra Allen with 9. 59-47 with 3:09 left. Winkler Ohio beyond the arc. Skip past Pazanka. They work it around the outside of the arc. Winkler inside. They try to get it to Pazanka. Stolen away by Allen. Jones in the backcourt. Gets it ahead to Holly, and Pazanka gets a hand in there to knock it away. Keep it at the Torrington end with 2:53 left in the game. 59-47, the lob in comes to Allen, tipped into the air, into the hands of Kiera Ohio. Ohio up the right side, the pull-up off the glass. Count it for Ohio, 24 points for Kiera Ohio, 61-47 Gering. Skip pass, here's Morehouse with it, one dribble to Jones, top of the key. Right back to Morehouse, she'll take it inside the arc, looks at the shot, won't take it. Skip pass on the right side. Three ball on the way by West off the back iron. High rebound in the hands of Winkler. So we near the 2-minute mark. Sidd'll slow it down. Walk it into the offensive end for Gering. Picks up her dribble. Ohio with it. Holds the ball above her head. She's picked up by Morehouse inside to Freeze. Tries to dump it down low to Todd, and the held ball. And the possession arrow gives it to Torrington. 2:04 left in the game, 61-47. Gering with a 23-9 third quarter. One-hand pass, gets it ahead to West. To Morehouse, they're still in the backcourt. Morehouse gets it ahead to Holly. Holly into the jumper from 10 feet away, and Reese Holly drains it. She's got 13. 61-49. Winkler up the court as she's fouled. She brings it into the offensive end by Torrington's A.J. West, and that'll put Sid Winkler at the free throw line with 1:44 left in the game. Sid with 12 points Saturday night against Scotts Bluff. Drains the first one, and she's got 13 here tonight. As Kiera Ohio checks out, Kale Morris in to the Gering lineup for the first time tonight. A 5'4" junior. Second one on the way as Sid Winkler makes them both. She's got 14. 63-49. Gering with pressure. Morehouse in the backcourt, picks up her dribble and drags her pivot foot. And another turnover for Torrington, gives it right back to Gering. And Marissa Morehouse checks in for A.J. West. And Gering has it comfortably in front, 63-49. Sid brings it into the front court for Gering. Left side pass to Chloe Freeze. To Anavea Rios, who comes into the game and promptly hits a basket to make it 65-49. At the Torrington end, Holly is fouled on her way to the basket by Kale Morris. Only the 15th foul on Gering. Non-shooting foul, so Torrington will inbound with 1:14 left. And here comes Jaylee Coombe into the Gering lineup for the first time tonight. Carly Pazanka will check out. 4 points tonight for Carly. Toss comes out on top to Jones for Torrington. Left side, Morehouse for three. Count it. Morehouse with 5. 65-52. Gering with it. Rios has it knocked away. Ball still loose. Jones picks it up for Torrington. We're underneath 1:56 seconds left. Jones tries to bounce down low. She finds Holly, but Holly can't convert. And she'll go to the free throw line with 51 seconds left in the game. Jaylee Coombe on the... And it'll be her first, team's 6th. As Holly too hard off the back iron. And here comes Briley Dean into the Gering lineup for Chloe Freeze. So all second team players with the exception of Sid Winkler on the floor for Gering to finish this one up. Holly 0 for 2 on that trip to the free throw line. As Allen runs down the rebound, outlet pass, tip, loose ball on the floor. And we got two Torrington players fighting for it, but the possession arrow gives the ball to Gering. 43 seconds left. Pressure by Torrington. Inbounds pass comes to Sid. Sid on the dribble up the floor. Double team. She'll find Coombe ahead to Rios. Tipped in the air. Stolen away by Torrington. Morehouse pull-up jumper partially blocked, but they're going to say Winkler fouled Marissa Morehouse, and that'll put Morehouse at the free throw line with 31 seconds left in the game to shoot two. Seventh team foul on Gering. First one on the way, too strong. Stay with us. We'll have the Runs of Post-Game show. Name our Taco John's player of the game. And we have one candidate that has run away with it here for Gering tonight. Second one, that one won't rattle through, and then held ball. And we'll keep it at the Torrington end with 29 seconds left. Morehouse will trigger it in. Gets it into Holly, and Kale Morris gets a hand in there to knock it away. So we'll do it from the near sideline, the Torrington end. As they toss into Maddie Jones, cross-court pass to Morehouse in the corner. Michaela Morehouse with a three ball. Air ball, Reese Holly, rebound, put back, and she's fouled. Looking at the Gering weight room across the way, and I see Brett Pazanka getting things warmed up. He did not play in the loss to Scotts Bluff Saturday night. And Holly, after missing the last two, hits that one. 65-53. 19 seconds left. The second one won't roll in. Rebound battled for. Allen, rebound, put back. Allen with 11. 65-55 with 11 seconds left. Winkler on the dribble. She may just dribble this one out. 6 seconds left. Gering will get their 9th win of the year against 8 losses on the season as the buzzer sounds. And that's the final. 65-55. Gering defeats Torrington on the West Coast scoreboard.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scotts Bluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
And Jeff Kelly back here at Gering High School. 65-55 is your final score. Gering goes to 9-8 on the year, while Torrington drops to 4-6 on the year. We'll come back with the Runza post-game show as Gering gets the win 65-55 over Torrington on the West Coast scoreboard.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
And back here on the Runza post-game show, as Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town, they like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza with locations at Scottsbluff, Gering, and Chadron. An impressive second-half performance here tonight by the Gering Lady Bulldogs as they outscore Torrington 23-9 in the third quarter. They are outscored by Torrington in the fourth quarter 18-14. But they outscore Torrington 37-27 in the second half, come away with a 10-point win. 65-55 is your final score there. Gering led 17-15 at the end of the first quarter. Torrington outscoring Gering 13-11 in the second quarter, and we were tied at 28 at halftime. But as we said, Gering with a huge third quarter, outscoring Torrington 23-9 to make it 51-37 after three quarters, and Torrington outscoring Gering 18-14 in that final 8 minutes. But Gering with a big lead of as much as 14 points as we went into the fourth quarter. Torrington able to cut it to 10 to make it 65-55 is your final score as Steve Land makes his way to us here on the Runza post-game show. Is that the most impressive third quarter you've seen a team of yours have?
Absolutely. The third quarter really separated us. We just played phenomenal. I think we weren't hitting shots the first half, and makes you look a lot worse than you are. We didn't play bad the first half. We had a lot of energy. We were creating turnovers, but we weren't finishing to the rim, and we missed a couple outside jumpers. I thought we got more acclimated to we just put in a new offense last night in practice just to combat that 1-2-2, and we were getting cutters in the middle, and they finally figured it out and were able to attack the basket from the middle and broke their defense down a little bit, and then we started making some shots. I think Kiara hit a three, Sid hit a three back-to-back, and then that's just kind of, we went on a roll at that point, and then I think we made Torrington comfortable all night, breaking our press. So overall, it's probably the best third quarter. We talked about scoring-wise, offensively, I think that's the best game we've had all year.
Your free throw shooting tonight was phenomenal. I think in the first quarter, Kiara hit something like 4 out of 5, and she was money from the free throw line all night tonight. And of course, you can always count on Sid Winkler. How big was free throwing tonight?
It was big, you know. They made a couple little runs, and we knew they would. They're a good team. I think we held Haley in check a little bit, and she ended up probably having 16 points, I imagine, when it was all said and done. But, overall, I think Kiara had one of her best high school games of her career tonight with 24 points. And, she was hitting everything them runners were going for. And when she does that, she's tough guard. And
I'm sorry, go ahead.
But, and Sid's been in a little shooting slump for us the last couple of games, and I think she found the rhythm. Her shot looked good at halftime, and hopefully she'll come out of that for next game against Baird on Thursday night.
You talked about the pressure. It seemed to give Torrington a little bit of trouble tonight.
I really thought so, and we really didn't even trap that much. We were just guarding people, making them bring the ball up against us. They're trying to throw some longer passes, and we were able to steal some passes, and they even threw a few of them out of bounds uncontested. So, overall, they didn't like the pressure that we brought them, and we just felt like we had to continue with our press.
Definitely a big win for you tonight. Like I said, an impressive third quarter. 2 more games this week for you. What do you do moving ahead?
Well, we've got a Bear team that's got a winning record, and we're going to play an old school basketball over there at their old gym on Thursday night, so that'll be a little bit different. They practice in there a lot, but I told our girls maybe we'll go down to the South Gym at the junior high in our little tiny gym and have a practice, and just to see what the court size is and that type of thing. But overall, a very good night for us, and we'll have to turn our attention to Baird starting tomorrow.
All right, impressive performance, Steve. Thank you for stopping by.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
All right, Gering gets the win 65-55 here on the Runs a Post-Game show. And let's take a look now at the final scoring totals. On the Torrington side of the ledger, check that, A.J. West leading the way with 18 points for Torrington. Reese Holly with 14, and Sierra Allen had 11 here in this contest. 3 Torrington players in double figures. 5 points tonight for Michaela Morehouse, 3 points for Lauren Orr, 2 points tonight for Maddie Jones, Tanya Woodruff with a point, and Kalyn Flanagan with a point for Torrington, excuse me. On the Gering side of the ledger, as you heard head coach Steve Land say, probably one of the best high school games that Kiera Weil has played in her career. 24 points tonight for Kiera Weil, 9 at halftime. She finishes with 24 points tonight. Started off with 9 points in the first quarter and was held scoreless in the second quarter, but went off in the third and fourth quarters by Kiera Weil, as she finishes with 24 tonight. Sid Winkler with 14, Chloe Fries with 10, 3 Gering Bulldogs in double figures. Nikki Todd playing with 4 fouls tonight, finished with 9. 4 points for Carly Pazanka, 2 points each for Anavea Rios and Maddie Seilers. Gering gets the 65-55 win. We will come back, name our Taco John's player of the game, set you up for the boys game as the Gering girls win at 65-55 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
The holidays are a time to connect with family, with friends, with each other. After a busy year, the holidays are the perfect time for laughing together, playing together, talking together, and celebrating together. Spend time this holiday season connecting with the people that mean the world to you, and let Allo take care of the connectivity.
65-55, Gering girls get the win over Torrington. And now time for our Taco John's player of the game. And the player of the game brought to you by Taco John's of Scottsbluff and Gering. Make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. And no decision to be made. Kiera Weil, our Taco John's player of the game. 24 points for Kiera Weil tonight. 15 in the second half to lead Gering. Both the boys' teams on the floor, and Gering coming in with a record of 4-11, riding a 4-game losing streak. They went 0-2 last weekend. They lost to Shadron Friday night, 47-35. Then Saturday night, In a hard-fought game, though, they lost to Scottsbluff 63-56. Scottsbluff led by 9 points at the end of one. Gering outscored Scottsbluff by 7 in the second, but Scottsbluff led at halftime 27-25. And Gering led by 4 points at the end of the third quarter. And in the fourth quarter, Scottsbluff pulled away, outscoring Gering 23-12 in that fourth quarter to get the win. Jack Franklin with 20 points. He hit 4 threes in the game. Max Greeley with 15. Caden Bonsack with 7. And Eli Merez with 9. Brett Pazanka did not see action in that game Saturday night. Torrington, their head coach, Neil Baker, they come in riding a 7-game losing streak. They're 2-7 on the year. Their only wins have come against Hot Springs and Moorcroft. Well, their losses this season have come to Worland, Lyman, Newcastle, Mitchell, Nebraska, Douglas, and Wheatland. And this past Saturday night, they lost to Burns 57-52 was the final score there. We've got pregame comments from head coach Kyle Cotton. That's next here on the boys pregame show. And you're listening to it on 106.9 The Trail, KHYYFM.com, and on KNEB.TV.
New season and new fashion is in at Compliments for you and your home. Check out what's new from Tribal and Charlie B. From light layers for warm days and cool nights to reversibles that are a must-have for the season. Compliments has the style for you. With great looks come great deals. Compliments always has weekly deals to bring more style into your life. Get ahead of the trends and get the new shapes, shades, and colors this season at Compliments for you and your home. 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
We're back between games tonight. KNEB.TV coverage, high school basketball as well on 106.9 The Trail. Gering girls and Torrington in the books. Time to flip the page and get set for our boys varsity matchup tonight. Dogs and the Blazers. Let's catch up with Gering head boys coach Kyle Cotton. Coach's comments brought to you by The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing. See Shane Wilson and his fine staff, and you'll be in the zone. That's right. It's time to start thinking about spring sports all season long. Well, Coach, tough one to swallow really for you guys on Saturday night. You were without Brett Pazanka, one of your top kids. Got some good effort from kids off the bench. Max and Jack scored, I think, 35 combined points, and you had a 4-point lead against Scottsbluff going to the fourth quarter, but just couldn't figure out a way to hang on and make it work. Some overall thoughts after you've had a few days to kind of marinate on that one.
Yeah, actually, I thought we played well Friday night as well. We just didn't shoot the ball very well, and, that's kind of the name of the game. Against Scottsbluff, I thought we played, pretty close to our potential for the majority of the game. The fourth quarter, we didn't execute very well on offense, and then our defense wasn't quite where it needed to be. But that's a learning experience for our young guys, and, because at the time we had 3 sophomores in the game, and 2 of them didn't have a lot of experience. So I'm really proud of the effort. We're getting closer to where we want to be. We're not quite there yet.
Scottsbluff had been playing a ton of zone coming in, played a lot of zone early. It looked like they were maybe in quite a bit of man-to-man coming down the stretch, which, that could have, allowed them to give a little more help on some of those drives from Max and definitely make sure they had a hand in shooters' faces. Is that what you were seeing?
Yeah, late in the third quarter, they kind of went to the man-to-man more often, and primarily that's all they played in the fourth quarter. And I thought we executed well when they first switched into it, but then I thought we kind of rushed a little bit and we tried to do a little too much on offense at times. You can't fault the effort; it was there the whole time.
Yeah, we talked about the effort on the post-game show. If you'd been getting that type effort night in, night out from start to finish this season, that win-loss record might look a little different because really the kids played their tails off Saturday.
Yeah, there's been 6 or 7 games here where it's come down to just a few possessions. If we flip those, our schedule's basically flipped. Our record is basically flipped. So that's been our main talking point all season, is having the consistent effort and always having the right attitude to come in and compete. Like I said, we're not quite there yet, but we're getting closer. These younger guys are stepping up and really stepping into some key roles for us.
Yeah, Merez came off the bench and played a lot of minutes, knocked down a few shots. Schlotthauer just banging his body around. You mentioned Joseph Van An coming off the bench. What does that do for those kids moving forward when called upon, and what does that allow you as a head coach to be able to look down the bench and maybe have a little bit more trust in somebody to make the move if you feel you need to?
Well, that's just it. For me, it's comforting knowing that I have, 5 or 6 guys on the bench to put in, and I know that they can contribute. But for those guys, gaining that valuable experience on the varsity level is huge moving forward for them. But, I think they can contribute right now, and we can, start turning this thing around a little bit sooner than maybe we had thought. So if they can continue to play well, we have a chance to do some good things here at the end of the season.
Mentioned you were without Brett Saturday. It sounded like he was close to maybe giving it a go. I'm not sure if that bodes well for tonight, but to be your best, you got to have him in the lineup, it would seem.
Well, yeah, definitely. Having a key senior like Brett and Jack in the lineup is key for us to be successful, because they're both just so calm and they work so hard, and their leadership on the floor is just unmatched on our team. So hopefully he can go tonight. I'm hopeful. It'll be another game time decision for us, so hopefully he can suit up.
This Torrington team, similar to you guys as far as well below 500 at the moment. But look, if we were looking at you guys are probably a much better team than the record would indicate. What kind of issues can this Torrington team bring to the table to cause you some problems if you're not ready to go?
Well, that's what I talked to the team about last night. Our records are similar. So we have to go out and we have to play as hard as we can with the same kind of intensity as we did against Scotts Bluff. But yeah, they got a few guys that can fill it up. Kaiser Wolf's one of the most athletic guys we'll play all year. Dreiling's a big guy underneath, and Keith kind of runs the show. So we're going to have to make sure that we're ready to go and play solid defense.
And this starts a big stretch here, 3 games in 4 nights, and you'd hate to start that stretch with a loss and have the heads down a little bit. So tonight could be a real barometer for the rest of the week to come.
Yeah, we had a great night of practice last night. The guys are focused. I think their energy and their effort is in the right spot. The mindset, I think we're getting better with that. This is 3 huge games for us this week. We're focused on tonight, but we also have to make sure that we're ready to go every single night.
And we'll get you out of here with a quick key to the game brought to you by Team Auto Center, home with a lifetime warranty. That's at Team Auto. Finishing up with Kyle Cotton. Key to the game here tonight as you take on Torrington, Coach.
We got to shoot the ball well. That's the name of the game. And we didn't shoot the ball particularly well against Scotts Bluff. We only were at 35%. But getting more shots, and then when we have those, having the confidence to knock them down and the composure to knock those down.
Key to the game with Kyle Cotton. Boys action on the way in just a moment. Appreciate the time, Coach. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
We'll get it back with Jeff Kelly right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
And the starting lineup introduced for Torrington. It'll be Kaiser Wolf, a 6'3 junior, Thomas Heron, a 6'2 senior, Deegan Keith, a 6'1 junior, Ryan Baker, a 6'2 sophomore, and Dylan Dreiling, a 6'2" senior. On the Gering side, Max Greeley introduced, and we will see Brett Pazanka in the lineup tonight. He'll be followed up by Jack Franklin, Austin Mitchell, and rounding out the starting five for Gering, it will be Sam Rushalow. So Brett Pazanka, after sitting out the Scotts Bluff game, is back in the lineup tonight to take on Torrington, as once again we will not have a tip-off. They will inbound it to Torrington to start this one off as Torrington moves from left to right. Here's Keith with it, goes inside to Baker, and he's fouled from behind by Austin Mitchell. And that'll put Ryan Baker, a 6'2" sophomore, at the free throw line. And the first team foul on Gering. Torrington in the road maroon uniforms here tonight with silver letters and numbers trimmed in black, as Ryan Baker averaging 7 points a game, the coach's son. Second one on the way from Baker. He drains that one, and Torrington leads it 1-0 here early in the first quarter. Brett Pazanka on the dribble out front, one hand pass to Mitchell on the right side. Quickly inside to Rushalow, outside Greeley. Greeley drives baseline, shot off side of the backboard, and Greeley comes down holding his right shoulder. Torrington the other way, the off-balance shot by Deegan Keith. And Gering with the ball. Max Greeley still waving that right arm, trying to work that shoulder out. Skip pass, Jack Franklin drives, kick out to Rushalow. Sam with the push shot, it won't fall. And Torrington comes down with it, leading 1-0. Heron has it. Deegan Keith to the left side to Kaiser Wolf. Here's Baker with it in the corner. Wolf holds. Quickly to the right side. Back outside to Deegan Keith. Trying to look at the dump inside. He'll take the 17-foot jumper off the front iron. Rebound comes down to Mitchell ahead. Jack Franklin up the left side. Pazanka. Here's Mitchell inside to Rushalow. In the corner, 3-ball. Jack Franklin off the mark. Air ball. Wolf comes down with it, and Torrington will have it. Deegan Keith, the 6'1" junior, into the front court. Baker on the wing to Thomas Heron on the right side. They work it around the outside of the arc. Baker for three from the left side. Glances off the rim into the hands of Jack Franklin. He'll bring it quickly up the left side for Gering. Gering right to left. Greeley on the dribble. Penetration to the free throw line. Outside to Mitchell. Back to Brett Pazanka. Pass in Mitchell, knocked away by Keith. Keith up the floor and lays it up and in. 3-0 Torrington. Gering got off that slow start against Shadron Friday night. Right now they trail 3-0. Pazanka bounces down low to Rushalow, and Sam fouled on his way to the basket. And the foul was on Dylan Dreiling. He picks up his first, team's first, as Sam Rushalow will step to the free throw line. Shooting 63% on the season. Drains the first one. Chance to make it a 1-point ball game right here. Second one on the way from Sam. He drains them both. Sam Rushalow with all two of Gering's points. It's a 1-point game. Heron into the front court. Finds Deegan Keith. Keith against Greeley. He'll hand it to Wolf. They work it around the outside of the arc. Heron. Baker with it. Kaiser Wolf inside the arc. The right side kick out to Baker for a three. Top of the key. Off the mark. Gering with it. Greeley quickly up the floor. Stops. On the bounce to Brett Pazanka. Back outside. Max Greeley with it. Right side pass to Mitchell. To Greeley, and blocking foul called on Keith. And for Deegan Keith, he'll pick up his first personal foul. And that'll bring Hunter Hayden off the Gering bench. We'll see if he comes in he'll come in for Austin Mitchell. So Gering will inbound at their offensive end, far sideline. Pazanka on the toss in quickly to Max on the dribble. Right side pass, Pazanka, skip pass to Jack Franklin on the left side. Back to the right side, Pazanka for a corner three. Comes up short, Hunter Hayden with the rebound, gives it right back to Brett Pazanka, who lays it up and in. Gering takes the lead 4-3, 4:47 left in the first quarter. Keith into the front court, three ball, Dylan Dreiling off the back iron. Here's Jack Franklin with the rebound. On the push ahead to Hunter Hayden, drives left side. That shot's blocked by Kaiser Wolf. The 6'3 junior swats it out of bounds. And Gering will retain possession with 4:33 left. Hayden inbounds quickly to Pazanka down low. Nobody accounted for Brett Pazanka. And Gering on top by 3 with 4:25 left in the first quarter. Keith into the front court. Finds Heron on the right side. Back to Wolf. Here's Baker with it. Tries to get it to Keith, knocked away. Torrington controls. Kaiser Wolf out front on the left side. Baker with it against Hayden. Dreiling. Low block, left side, looking, picked up by Rushlow. Now put it on the floor, bring it back out. Thomas Heron has it. Deegan Keith picked up by Greeley. He'll put it on the deck against Greeley, and a blocking foul called on Max Greeley. That'll be the first on Max, second team on Gering. And substitutions on the Torrington side. It'll be Chase Miller and Aiden Hull for Torrington. And here comes Caden Bonsack into the Gering lineup for Max Greeley. And he'll take a seat on the bench as Torrington inbounds. Hull on the left side. Finds Kaiser Wolf as they work it into the corner to Heron. Heron top of the key. Back to Hull. Hull into the paint to the basket. Shot off the glass and in. Hull with 2. It's a 1-point game with 3:23 left in the first quarter. Franklin on the right side with it. Gering bounce inside to Rushlow. Bounce outside. Pazanka for 3. Won't go. Franklin with a tip into the hands of Rushlow. Sam to the basket. Throws up a wild off-balance shot. And Heron comes down with it for Torrington. Torrington left to right. Heron stops at the free throw line. Underhand pass to Hull. On the bounce to Wolf. Skip pass to Heron. Heron gives to Miller. He drives into the paint and throws up a shot, and he'll go to the line. And the foul was on Gering's Hunter Hayden. He'll pick up his first. And this is the first one. He'll get a second one as Jackson Schlotthauer into the Gering lineup for Sam Rushlow. Miller's second charity toss. That won't rattle in, and Gering comes down with it, leading by 1 with 2:46 left in the first quarter. Brett Pazanka on the left side holds the ball. Skip pass into the corner. That's tipped in the air, intercepted by Hull. Hull takes into the paint. His outlet pass tipped by Schlotthauer, and it'll stay at the Torrington end. Gering in the home whites tonight. Blue letters and numbers trimmed in gold, and a short rest for Max Greeley as he's coming back into the Gering lineup. And they'll give Brett Pazanka a rest here with 2:33 left in the first quarter. Gering on top, 6-5. Torrington lobs it inside to Dreiling, and Dreiling puts it up and in. And Torrington takes the lead back with 2:26 left, 7-6. Franklin on the bounce to Bonsack, drives baseline, dishes down low. Schlotthauer puts it up and in. Schlotthauer gives Gering the lead back with 2:12 left. Wolf, cross-court pass to Hull. In the corner, Miller. They work it from right to left. As off balance, Kaiser Wolf loses his balance. The loose ball picked up by Herron. They'll get it on top to Miller. Hull on the left side, picked up by Schlotthauer. Torrington still with the ball with 1:44 left. Driving is Herron to the basket, too strong off the glass. Jack Franklin with the rebound, ahead to Hunter Hayden, tried to get it to Max Greeley, as Greeley was a little bit ahead of him, but it was behind Max and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Torrington's ball as Baker back into the Torrington lineup. He's got it on the left wing to Hull. Picked up there by Schlotthauer. They work it to Miller. Pass tipped out of bounds by Franklin as he got a hand in the passing lane. Deegan Keith back into the Torrington lineup. Here comes Sam Rushalow. He'll come in for Caden Bonsack on the Gering side. 1:20 left. 8-7 Gering on top. Miller to trigger the inbound, gets it to Hull, tries to dump it down low to Drawling, kick out Baker for three, left corner, too strong. Franklin with the rebound, Gering on the run out, Hayden all the way to the basket, he lays it up and in. Hunter Hayden with his first two of the game, Gering by 3. 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Miller on the left side, they lob it inside to Drawling, tipped away, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay at the Torrington end. 55 seconds left. Miller will inbound, far sideline. The Torrington offensive end, quickly into Baker, gets a screen. Here's Hull with it, starts a drive, cut off by Schlotthauer, out on top, Miller. Back to Baker. Baker takes it from right to left. Hull starts a drive, cut off at the free throw line, gets it inside to Drawling from 10 feet away, and Drawling drains the jumper to make it 10-9. Gering by 1. 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Greeley pulls up for 3, in and out, won't bounce back in. Dryling comes down with the rebound for Torrington. Quickly ahead to Keith. Keith into the paint, and a foul called on Sam Rushalow. And it'll be the first on Sam, 4th team on Gering, as Austin Mitchell in for Rushalow. And on the Torrington side, Kaiser Wolf checks in as the Blazers will inbound baseline left at their offensive end. Keith looking, lob it out on top, Miller. Goes back in the corner to Wolf. Look inside to Hull. Double teamed Hull, spins to the basket against Mitchell. And they're going to say Austin Mitchell fouled Aiden Hull as he went up for the shot. And that will put Hull at the free throw line. Team's 5th foul on as Hull steps to the free throw line. Can't convert on the first one, he'll get a second one. And Brett Bazanka in for, check that, Austin Mitchell with 5.8 seconds left. Chance for Hull to tie it at 10. That one's on the way, and Hull drains that one, and we're tied at 10. Clock in there, now the clock starts. Franklin with it, pull up from 10. Off balance shot, partially blocked, and hands up Pazanka at the buzzer. It doesn't go. And at the end of one, we're tied at 10 on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Back here for the second quarter, we're tied at 10. Gering and Torrington, and for Gering it'll be Pazanka, Schlotthauer, Hayden, Franklin, and Greeley, the 5 on the floor. As we're knotted at 10. Pazanka holding the ball between the circles. Now bring it center court. Two-hand pass to Greeley. On the right side, Miller sticks a hand in there. Greeley gets it right back to Franklin. Jack driving, dishes to Franklin. Franklin splits defenders to the basket. Comes up short. Hall comes down with the rebound for Torrington. Against Greeley. Goes behind his back, takes it into the paint. And an offensive foul called on Hall. That'll give the ball back to Gering. Gering coming in at 45 points a game. Greeley into the front court to Hayden, about the far sideline, almost knocked away. Hayden gets it back to Max Greeley. Greeley, deep three, top of the key, high off the back iron. And they're going to say it touched the top of the backboard. It'll be Torrington's ball. 7:16 left first half, 10-10. Here in the first quarter of the boys' game, we were tied at 10. Keith brings it across the 10-second line, finds Hulley, gets a screen from Miller. To Baker. He'll give it up to Keith. Keith, spin move in the paint, goes up with the right hand on the scoop. And he'll go to the foul line. And Max Greeley picks up his second personal foul, and that quickly brings Eli Merez off the Gering bench. Deegan Keith, the 6'1 junior. Comes up short on the first one. As Merez will check in for Max Greeley, he'll sit down with those 2 personal fouls. Dreiling into the game, Skylar Sargent in for the first time tonight, along with Thomas Herron. Chance to break the 10-all tie, and that one won't fall. We're tied at 10. 7 minutes left first half. Pazanka into the front court. Has it on the right side in the corner, Eli Merez. Holding. Out on top. Back to Hunter Hayden, left side pass, Jack Franklin. Franklin directing traffic, now he'll bring it top of the key on the bounce to Pazanka. Right side, here's Hayden with it, holds the ball above his head, bounce high post to Franklin, tipped away into the hands of Herron. Herron up the right side, and Pazanka gets a hand in there to knock it away to prevent the basket. And Torrington will inbound, baseline left. Wolf out on top, finds Wolf, picked up there by Merez. They try to go inside to Dreiling, tipped away by Pazanka. Franklin ahead to Hunter Hayden, tried to bounce ahead to Merez. As Keith got in the way, and we'll keep it at the Gering end. 6:25 left first half, 10 apiece. Bounce comes into Franklin on the right side. Jack takes it inside the arc. His shot blocked into the hands of Eli Merez. Pazanka with it. Gives it up to Hunter Hayden. One dribble. Franklin directing traffic at the top of the key. Now he'll take it right side. Bounce in the corner. Eli Merez. Kaiser Wolf almost got a hand in there. Merez trapped in the corner. They bounce it out to Pazanka. And it's knocked out of bounds by Herron. Keep it at the Gering end. A small contingent of Gering students making up the fan zone tonight for Gering. Hunter Hayden with it on the right side. Out on top quickly, left side to Pazanka. Whip pass, skip pass, top of the key. Franklin looked at the three, didn't take it to Merez. He holds on the right side. Gering continues to work it around the outside of the arc, try to bounce it inside to Pazanka. Kicked by Torrington. It'll remain with Gering with 5:43 left in the first half. We're tied at 10. Toss in comes to Pazanka. He'll bring it center court. Two-hand pass to Merez, right side, back out on top to Hayden, to Pazanka. They work it from right to left, skip past Hunter Hayden. Zone defense by Torrington. Merez, top of the key with the three. Rebound doesn't go, tipped out of there. Jackson Schlotthauer in there. He got a hand on it. Ball loose. Gering still loose. Pazanka picks it up for Gering. Takes it into the paint. Tries to dish down low. Ball knocked away as Heron knocked to the floor, and we'll have a foul. Pazanka picks up his first personal foul. 7th team foul on Gering. And we will walk to the Torrington end, where Thomas Heron will shoot free throws. Heron shooting 79% from the charity stripe this season. Makes the front end. His first points of the game, and that breaks the 10-all tie in our first points here in the second quarter. Come almost 3 minutes in. Hunter Hayden out, and Joe Van An in for Gering. Second free throw off the mark. Ahead to Eli Merez. Brett Pazanka with it, drives baseline, kick out to Jack Franklin, quickly to Merez. Merez puts it on the floor, the runner with the right hand off the glass. Brett Pazanka, rebound, putback. He's got 6, and Gering takes the lead back with 4:53 left in the second quarter, 12-11. Keith gives it up to Thomas Heron. He takes in the paint. Pazanka strips it away into the hands of Dreiling. Back to Heron. Top of the key, 3 ball on the way, in and out by Skylar Sargent. Gering comes down with it. They work right to left. Van An tries to bounce inside. Pazanka wasn't there. Sargent comes away with the loose ball for Torrington. Up the right side, top of the key, Deegan Keith holds the ball. Finds Heron. They work it back to Keith on the left side. He gets a screen from Dreiling. He'll drive into the paint, split defenders. Doesn't go, gets his own rebound, too strong. Jackson Schlotthauer on the rebound, but it was tipped away as Heron knocked it away. Schlotthauer and Mitchell into the Gering lineup. As Schlotthauer and Pazanka will take a seat on the bench. 4:02 left. Gering at the offensive end, leading by 1. Franklin to Mitchell on the right side. They try to bounce it inside to Merez, knocked away loose, picked up by Jack Franklin. Gering with an advantage. The bounce to Merez, right side 3, won't bounce in. Dreiling comes down with the rebound for the Blazers. Trailing by 1, they can take the lead with the 2. Wolf with it on the left side, gets a screen from Dreiling. Pulls up from the free throw line, can't drain it. Austin Mitchell with the defensive rebound for Gering. To Van An, quickly up the right side, kick out. Franklin for a 3, countered, and he's fouled. Jack Franklin, his first points of the game, and he'll go to the free throw line. Count the 3. As the foul was on Torrington's Kaiser Wolf. And that'll bring Baker, Miller, and Aiden Hull into the Torrington lineup. And Jack Franklin at the line to look to complete the 4-point play. And he does. Jack Franklin with 4. Gering by 5, 16-11, 3:16 left first half. Wolf cut off, finds Miller on the right side. Baker on the dribble. Then the bounce to Miller, right side. Austin Mitchell right there. Good defense by Gering. They work it around to Baker. On the left side. Into the corner, Miller drives right side against Rushlow, puts up the runner. It's too long. Franklin, as Hall came up behind him, they'll get it ahead to Van An. Van An drives, stripped away into the hands of Franklin. To Merez on the right side. Eli holds, finds Van An. Van An will bring it center court. The pass to Franklin. inside the good ball movement by Gering. Merez to Van An. Van An on the right side. Gets it out of the corner to Franklin. Bounce high post to Mitchell. Here's Van An. Drives, puts it up with the right hand. The scoop shot doesn't go. Hull comes down with the rebound for Torrington into the offensive end, and he's fouled by Van An as he comes up the floor. And the 8th team foul on Gering. That'll be the first on Joseph Van An as Hull steps to the free throw line. 4-point play by Jack Franklin. Hull's first charity toss misses the front end as it's tipped out on the rebound by Wolf. And it'll be Gering's ball with 2:10 left in the first half, 16-11. Gering on top. Franklin brings into the offensive end. Gering right to left in this first half. Merez on the bounce to Mitchell. Right back to Eli. Deep three for Eli. Off the mark. It goes off the back iron, high off the backboard. And Eli, who had 9 points against Scotts Bluff Saturday, has not quite found the range yet. But Gering on top by 5 with 1:52 left in the first half. Heron out front to Kaiser Wolf. Wolf has it, now will take it on the dribble drive into the basket. And it's up and good. Gering leads it by 3, 90 seconds left in the first half. High post to Franklin outside to Van An for 3, off the mark. Torrington has it, Heron into the offensive end in the corner to Miller, right side. Heron brings it top of the key, double teamed. Back to Wolf. Wolf holds the ball above his head and Merez fouls him. And that'll put Kaiser Wolf at the free throw line. Dreiling and Deegan Keith in for Torrington. Hunter Hayden and Brett Pazanka check in with 1:11 left. Gering on top by 3. Kaiser Wolf leading this Torrington team 91% from the free throw line. Drains the first one. And a chance to make it a 1-point ball game right here with 1:11 left in the first half. Second one on the way, and Wolf with 4 points. Gering by a point, 16-15. 1:06 left in the first half. Pazanka on the right side, puts it on the deck. Finds Hunter Hayden, they bounce inside. Rushelo has it stripped away. Ball stolen away. Excuse me. Torrington with it, here's Wolf. Gets outside for a 3, Heron, front iron. Jack Franklin down with the rebound with 46 seconds left in the offensive end. Pazanka drives, loses the handle, loose on the floor, still loose, picked up by Heron. Heron drives right side against Franklin, rolls it in. Heron with 3, and Torrington takes the lead back, 17-16, 28 seconds left, first half. Pazanka with it, works it right side, Franklin high post, Hunter Hayden bounces baseline to Rushlow, outside to Jack Franklin for a deep 3. Mitchell got the tap back off the mark into the hands of Brett Pazanka, and Pazanka gives Gering the lead back 18-17, 7 seconds left. Keith with it. He has it for a deep 3 at the buzzer, glances off the front iron, and we're at halftime here in Gering, and at halftime it's Gering 18, Torrington 17 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Here at halftime, Gering leading Torrington 18-17. We were tied at 10 at the end of the first 8 minutes, but Gering outscoring Torrington by 1 in the second quarter, and Gering leads it by 1, 18-17 here at halftime. We'll take a break. We will come back with the individual scoring totals at halftime, where Gering leads Torrington 18-17 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Lee's Heads.
18-17, Gering leading Torrington by 1 at halftime as we take a look at the individual totals. First for Torrington, Kaiser Wolf with 4 points here at halftime, and he's joined by Dylan Dreiling with 4 points. 3 points for Thomas Heron at halftime, and 2 points each for Aiden Hull and Deegan Keith, and Ryan Baker chipping in a point in the first half. On the Gering side of the ledger, after sitting out the Scottsbluff game, Brett Bazanka comes back to lead all scorers with 8 points in the first half. 4 points for Jack Franklin at half, and 2 points each at halftime for Hunter Hayden, Jackson Schlotthauer, and Sam Rushello. As Gering and Torrington, we were knotted at 10 apiece at the end of the first quarter, and Gering outscoring Torrington by 1, 8-7 to lead 18-17 here at halftime. Exciting girls game. Gering girls get their 9th win of the year as they defeat the Torrington girls 65-55. And for Gering, Kiera Awayo, her best game in her career, according to what head coach Steve Land told us in his post-game comments. 24 points for Kiera Awayo. She had 9 at halftime, 15 points in the second half for Kiera. She leads all scorers with 24. Fort right behind her, 14 points. Sydney Winkler, 10 points for Chloe Fries. 3 Gering Bulldogs in double figures. Nikki Todd right behind them at 9 points. Halftime here in Gering, as Gering has a 1-point lead over Torrington, 18-17 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hospitals, doctors, and nurses. Quick and easy to use. You can count on Exergen to keep your family safe 24 hours a day.
I worry about lots of things. My finances, my grandkids.
If you're 65 or older, you have enough things to worry about. Pneumococcal pneumonia shouldn't be one of them. Even healthy adults 65 and older are at increased risk for this potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. Help protect yourself with the Prevnar 13 pneumococcal 13-valent conjugate vaccine, diphtheria CRM 197 protein. Prevnar 13 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 13 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Prevnar 13 does not protect against all strains of the disease.
And welcome back to Gering High School at halftime of the boys game. Gering on top 18-17. And we're glad you could be with us tonight on 106.9 The Trail, online at KHYYFM.com and on KNEB.TV, Allo Channel 15, Mobius Channel 1500. Glad to be able to bring this game to you here tonight, and just the first of 3 games in 4 days for the Gering Bulldogs. They are hosting Torrington tonight. They will go on the road Thursday to face Bayard, and then they'll finish up the stretch on the road in Alliance Friday night, and I believe that is a TV game up in Alliance on Friday, so we'll have that one for you on KNEB.TV. More from halftime, where Gering leads Torrington 18-17 on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
Back here at Gering High School, Gering leading Torrington at halftime by 1, 18-17 is your score. One other final in girls basketball tonight, a future opponent and a past opponent of these Gering girls. Ogallala defeated McCook 47-37 was the final score there. Of course, the Gering girls played Ogallala back on the 18th of December, came away with a 49-38 win, and they will face McCook on February 11th here at home as the formerly known as the East-West Shootout, as that's where Gering will, the girls at least, will finish up their season on the 11th and 12th of February before they get into the sub-districts. Torrington back out on the floor. Gering yet to make an appearance. Let's take another break here at halftime as Gering leading Torrington 18-17 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help stay warm in the winter. Here are a few safety tips. Space heaters need space all around them. Only buy space heaters that are tested and labeled by a national recognized facility. Before using a space heater or electric blanket, inspect the cord for cracks or warm spots. Finally, turn off electric blankets when not in use. Space heaters and electric blankets can provide needed comfort or can be deadly if not used with care. So use caution this winter season. This message is brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
Jeff Kelly back here at Gering High School as Gering has just made their way back out onto the floor as we're getting ready to start this second half of action. And we will get our starters out here on the floor. There's a lot to talk about at halftime. Gering only leading by 1 point. We were tied at 10 at the end of the first 8 minutes. Torrington will send their starting 5 out. Kaiser Wolf, Thomas Heron, Deegan Keith, Dylan Dreiling, and Thomas Heron. And Gering, it'll be Greeley, Pazanka, Rushelo, Mitchell, and Franklin, as Torrington has the ball to start this second half as they move from right to left. Deegan Keith as they work it in the right side to Kaiser Wolf. Left to right, Baker with it, holds it, finds Keith, and then Keith. 3-second call on Dylan Dreiling down low. And Torrington turns the ball over on their first offensive possession of the second half. And Gering will have it, leading by 1. Greeley into the front court, picks up his dribble, finds Pazanka, high post, tries to pass it out, ball tipped up into the air. Torrington picks up the loose ball. Keith into the front court. Underhand pass to Thomas Herron. In the corner, back to Keith, looking inside for Dreiling. Now Keith drives to the left side with the left hand. Shot comes up short. Franklin comes down with the rebound for Gering as they work left to right. Franklin bounce cross court. Pazanka to Austin Mitchell on the right side. Mitchell holds. Finds Franklin. Franklin directing traffic, bounce left side to Greeley, high post to Rushelo, back outside in the corner to Mitchell, outside quickly to Max Greeley, wide open for a 3 off the front iron. Keith comes down with the rebound on the push. Torrington trailing by a point, drives left side, dishes down low, Dreiling, ball knocked away, loose on the floor. Torrington has it, Baker to Keith, drives baseline left side, back outside, Baker with a hand in his face, drains the 3. 2018, Torrington. They take the lead back. Franklin high post to Rushelo against Dreiling, back outside Pazanka for 3. Off the mark. And Torrington will have it, leading by 2. Keith walks it into the front court. Pounds the dribble with the left hand, now takes it to the right side. Picks up his dribble, cross-court pass to Wolf. Right back to Keith. High post, Dreiling from 10 feet away. The turnaround jumper off the mark. Austin Mitchell down with the rebound, head to Greeley. Greeley drives baseline, goes to Rushelo in a 30-second timeout called by Kyle Cotton. And we will keep it right here. And remind you, Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all your quality automotive repair needs. And be sure to contact Jennifer Urdialis, your local 5-star lender with Castle and Cook Mortgage, for a simple, friendly, and fast loan process for your home purchase or refinance. Contact Jennifer today. Castle and Cook Mortgage, the key to your castle. Quick 30-second timeout. Gering trailing by 2, 20-18. Trying to get back on the winning track, as they went 0-2 last weekend, losing to Shadron Friday night, losing to Scotts Bluff on Saturday night. Out of the timeout, Gering to trigger the inbound. Pazanka gets it inside to Rushelo. Sam, kick out to Jack Franklin. Franklin will dribble to the right side, calls out the offensive set. Has it. Right side, outside, still directing traffic. Two-hand pass to Mitchell on the wing. Gets it to Pazanka. Pazanka about by the 10-second line. Quickly to Franklin. Jack drives. The runner comes up short. Rebound picked up by Wolf. Quickly up the floor. Gives it up to Thomas Herron. Dreiling with it. Or check that. Keith for a deep 3 off the front iron. And Pazanka fouled from behind by Kaiser Wolf on the rebound. That'll be the second on Wolf. First team foul on Torrington here in the second half as they lead at 20-18 with 5:08 left in the third quarter. Gering looking for their first points here in this second half as we're 3 minutes in to the third quarter. Franklin on the bounce to Austin Mitchell inside Pazanka. Kick out back to Greeley, and Max travels with the ball. Gering will turn it over to Torrington as Miller and Hull back in for Torrington in the road maroon uniforms tonight with the silver letters and numbers trimmed in black. Herron into the offensive end, finds Baker on the right wing. Baker takes it to the left side on the left-handed dribble. Back to Herron. Drives, dishes to Miller, drives baseline, and he's fouled on the shot. And Miller will go to the free throw line. As the foul was on. And the foul on Sam Rushlow. He picks up his second. And that'll put Chase Miller, 5'10 junior, shooting 75% from the free throw line. Off on the first one is Eli Merez and Hunter Hayden check into the Gering lineup for Brett Bazanka and Max Greeley. Miller's second free throw toss, that won't roll in. Dreiling comes down with the rebound for Torrington. He'll get it back out on top to Baker. Hull with it on the right side. Picks up his dribble, swarmed by Mitchell. Cross-court pass high. Miller has to come down with it. On the bounce to Hull. Hull directing traffic. Mitchell right in his grill. Dump it down low to Baker. To a cutting Hull to the basket, off the glass. It goes, and he's fouled. Aiden Hull with his fourth point of the night. And Sam Rushlow picks up his third personal foul. He'll quickly come out. And Schlotthauer in for Gering. Aiden Hull with 2 points in the first half, and he converts on the traditional three-point play. 23-18. Torrington with a 5-point lead here with 4:10 left in the third quarter. Merez with it on the left side, and he's fouled by Chase Miller. Second team foul on Torrington. Caden Bonsack into the Gering lineup for Austin Mitchell. Gering triggers the inbounds. They get it into Franklin. Franklin on the dribble, right back to Hunter. Hayden quickly to Merez, to a cutting Jack Franklin, and Franklin on the runner puts it down. Torrington by 3, 3:49 left in the third quarter. Heron with it out front, Dreiling from 15 feet away. Baker for 3, off the mark, Dreiling, offensive rebound, put back, but he's fouled by Bonsack. That'll be the first on Bonsack, third team on Gering, as Dylan Dreiling at the free throw line for Torrington. First one comes up short. Dreiling, a 6'2 senior. Skylar Sargent and Kaiser Wolf into the Torrington lineup. Torrington by 3. Dreiling's second free throw on the way. He drains that one. He's got 5 in the game. Torrington by 4 with 3:36 left in the third quarter. Gering left to right, Bonsack high post. Loses the handle, underhand pass back to Merez. To Franklin, that pass knocked away. Outlet comes to Hull. Hull will wait for his teammates to come and go on the corner. Kaiser will skip pass out on front to Miller, quickly to Hull. Hull picks up his dribble, swarmed by Merez. He'll get it back to Kaiser Wolf. Pass intercepted by Franklin on the run out, and Franklin lays it up and in. And we've got a 2-point game with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Wolf in the corner, Hull on the right side, out on top. Quickly, 3 ball on the way, off the mark by Skylar Sargent, and a foul down low. As the foul was on. They're going to give it on to Hunter Hayden. That'll be the second on Hunter, fourth team on Gering. So Torrington will inbound their offensive end into Hull, who's fouled on his way to the basket by Jackson Schlotthauer. And so that'll put Hull at the free throw line. And quickly the 5th team foul on Gering here, and Hull at the line to shoot 2. Hull off on the first one. We said Torrington comes in at 2-7 on the year, riding a 7-game losing streak. Hull looking to make it a 3-point lead. He can't. Dreiling skies for the rebound. The offensive putback. He's got 7. And Torrington's opened up a 4-point lead with 2:40 left in the third quarter. Jack Franklin on the left wing. On the bounce to Hayden. In the corner to Merez. Inside to Schlatter. He'll kick it back out to Merez. They work it quickly to the left side. Franklin into the paint. The runner with the right hand. That rattles in for Jack Franklin. We're back to a 2-point game. Torrington throws the ball away as the pass from Sargent to Kaiser Wolf. Too tall for the 6'3 junior to bring down. And that'll bring a substitution in as Schlotthauer checks out. And Brett Bazanka back into the Gering lineup. Gering trailing by 2. They can tie it with the 2. Jack Franklin high post. Bonsack. And Bonsack fouled. As the foul was on Dylan Dreiling. He'll pick up his second, only the third team foul on Torrington. Here comes Deegan Keith into the Torrington lineup. Hunter Hayden will trigger it in. Baseline left at the Gering offensive end. Bounces inside to Bonsack. He'll hand it right back to Hayden. Out on top, Jack Franklin. Franklin into the paint, the runner, and a foul called. And that'll put Jack Franklin at the free throw line to shoot 2. As the foul was on Torrington's Deegan Keith. He'll pick up his second. And Jack Franklin shooting 74% from the line. Too strong on the first one. He'll get a second one. Gering trying to cut it to at least a 1-point lead right here with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. As Jack makes 1 out of 2. 26-25, pressure by Gering. They get it ahead. Sargent, cross court to Hull. He'll bring it into the offensive end for Torrington. Wolf with it, dumps down low. Sargent, baseline jumper. And Skylar Sargent gets into the scorebook. Torrington back on top by 3. And Jack Franklin comes back to tie it with a deep 3. And we're tied at 28. Franklin with 14 as the ball knocked away at the Torrington end. Here comes Ryan Baker into the Torrington lineup. Joe Van An in on the Gering side for Eli Merez. With 1:28 left, Kaiser Wolf will inbound underneath the Torrington basket. Out on top, Deegan Keith with it. Holds it, looking now, put it on the deck to Hull. Hull between his legs, dribble to Thomas Herron. As they work it around the outside of the arc, Keith with it. From right to left, Baker. Here's Keith with it on the left side. Zone defense by Gering. They try to get it to Baker. Jack Franklin gets a hand in there to knock it away with 1:05 left. And Torrington will inbound. The toss in comes back court to Keith. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Picks up his dribble, high post to Kaiser Wolf. Has it knocked away. Franklin ahead to Hunter Hayden. Hayden has it stolen away from behind by Herron. Herron throws a pass that Hull runs down. Brings it into the Torrington offensive end with 45 seconds left. Cross court pass to Herron. He'll give it up to Deegan Keith. He'll reset the offense for Torrington. Takes it on the dribble to the right side. High post. Here's Wolf with it. Left side pass to Herron. They work it around the outside of the arc. Top of the key, Herron, 23 seconds left. Inside, pass intended for Wolf, knocked away into the hands of Jack Franklin. Bounces ahead to Hayden to the basket, and that's blocked by Hull. Bonsack can't convert, and Torrington has it with 10 seconds left, 9 seconds left. Herron into the front court. Herron with it. Baker at the buzzer for 3, in and out. Doesn't go, rebound tipped around, and that'll end the third quarter. At the end of 3, we're tied at 28 on the West Coast scoreboard.
On this field, it's baling. But somewhere, there's one mowing. And somewhere, one raking. One loading. Stacking. Lifting. And pulling. Our full lineup of utility tractors is built to get any job done right. The Kubota M-Series.
Your Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
We were tied at 10 at the end of the first quarter. We had a 1-point ball game at halftime and we're even here at the end of the third quarter, ready to start the final 8 minutes here from Gering High School. Jack Franklin, Hunter Hayden, Caden Bonsack, Brett Pazanka, Joe Van Ann for Gering. And they've got the ball to start this final 8 minutes as they move left to right. On the bounce, inside they go to Pazanka, out to Bonsack, he'll hand to Van Ann for the baseline jumper. Misses badly. Keith comes down with the rebound. He's fouled as they come up the floor. And the foul was on Joe Van Ann. He'll pick up his second personal foul. That'll bring Max Greeley into the Gering lineup. 16 foul on Gering. And Torrington will have it. We're knotted at 28. Keith will walk it into the offensive end for the Blazers. The left-handed dribble. Now pulls it out by the center circle. Tries to go to Heron. It's tipped away by Pazanka to Greeley. Head to Jack Franklin, driving the scoop with the right hand on the right side. Jack Franklin with 16 points. Gering takes the lead back, 30-28. Keith on the dribble, out front, cross-court pass to Baker, inside to Dreiling, dish down low, baseline to Heron, he lays it up and in, and he's fouled. That ties the game at 30. And Caden Bonsack commits his second personal foul, and that puts Torrington in the bonus. 17 foul on Gering. As Heron shooting 79%. Hits the front end. And it'll be Gering's ball on the three-point play. High post to Bonsack, back to Pazanka, left side Hunter Hayden with it. Hayden on the bounce out front to Franklin, cross court to Bonsack, in the corner to Greeley. Max, skip pass as they work it into the left corner for Hunter Hayden for three. Skims the rim. Baker comes down with the rebound for the Blazers. 31-30, Torrington on top. 6:47 left in the game. Cross-court pass, Baker high post to Dreiling, looks down low. Baseline for Heron. And it goes over his head out of bounds. And Gering will have it. They can take the lead with a basket. They trail by one. Franklin bounce high post to Bonsack. Gering works it around the outside arc, inside once again to Bonsack with the head fake. Off the glass, too strong. Torrington will come the other way, leading by one. Deegan Keith, cross-court pass, they work it to Hull in the right corner, skip pass. Keith drives left side against Bonsack, comes up short, rebound tipped back into the hands of Deegan Keith. He'll pull it back out for Torrington with 6 minutes left in the game. Here's Keith on the dribble against Greeley. To Thomas Heron, they play catch it out front, back to Keith, to Dreiling, his 15-footer, partially blocked. Heron with the rebound as he drives to the basket. He's called for double dribble. That'll give the ball back to Gering as Sam Rushelo checking in for Caden Bonsack. Gering will have it. Franklin brings it across, gives it up to Hunter Hayden in the left corner to Pazanka inside. Rushelo off balance shot against Dreiling. He'll draw the foul as the shot didn't go. And Dylan Dreiling with his third personal foul. And Sam Rushelo at the free throw line to shoot 2. Drains the first one. We're tied at 31. Sam Rushlow with 3 points. Chase Miller into the Torrington lineup. And Rushlow can't break the tie. That one goes in and out, and Torrington looking to take the lead back. Heron with it out front, directing traffic between the circles on the dribble. High post to Dreiling, looking down low, nothing there. Miller. Now Miller in the left corner, one dribble picked up by Pazanka, looking, get it outside to Heron, and a timeout on the floor. We're tied at 31 on the West Coast scoreboard.
For more than 162 years, FNBO has been with you where you are. A bank committed to helping you earn more and save more, so you can do more, both big and small. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
Jeff Kelly back at Gering High School. Glad you could be with us tonight on 106.9 The Trail, KHYYFM.com, and on KNEB.TV tonight. Tied at 31 out of the timeout, Gering and Torrington. Heron into the offensive end, Torrington right to left. Finds Hull. Hull looking, picks up his dribble. He's swarmed by Pazanka to get it out on top, back to Heron. Heron kicks it to Miller. On the right side, Miller on the dribble against Hunter Hayden. Back to Hull. Hull bounces it off his leg. Wolf picks up the loose ball, and he gets called for double dribble. Another Torrington turnover gives it back to Gering. Tied at 31 here with 4:51 left in the game. Jack Franklin will bring it across for the Bulldogs. Finds Greeley, bounce high post. Pazanka bred into the paint, and he's fouled on his way to the basket. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. As the foul was on Torrington's Thomas Heron, he'll pick up his first 6th-team foul on Torrington as Brett steps to the free throw line. Drains the first one. That breaks the 31-all tie, a chance to make it a 2-point Gering lead right here. Pazanka's second one makes them both. 33-31, Brett Pazanka with 10 points in the game. Pressure by Gering. Hull picked up in the backcourt by Pazanka. He'll take it up the left side on the left-handed dribble, picks up his dribble. Finds Thomas Heron, he'll give it to Dreiling, who comes out. Dreiling, 2 dribbles, holds the ball above his head looking. Heron with it on the left wing. Takes it left side, kicks it to Dreiling in the corner. Back outside to Hull. He'll get a screen from Dreiling. Now picks up his dribble, lobs down low, and he throws it over the head of Dylan Dreiling. And a turnover gives it back to Gering. Eli Merez checking in for Max Greeley. Gering leading it by 2, 33-31. 4 minutes left in the game. Pazanka into the front court, cross-court pass. Jack Franklin directing traffic, holds the ball above his head, back outside to Pazanka, bounce inside to Hayden, back outside. Jack Franklin for 3, in and out. Coming down with the rebound for Torrington is Miller. He stops and gets it up to Heron, and Heron travels with the ball. And another turnover for Torrington. Ryan Baker and Deegan Keith back in for the Blazers. Gering with the ball, leading by 2. 3:36 left in the game. On the dribble to the right side, and a full timeout taken by Kyle Cotton. 33-31 Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Hey y'all, Heather here with Platte Valley Vac & Sew. Platte Valley Vac & Sew has been a cornerstone in downtown Scottsbluff since 1977. Our family brings over 100 years combined experience in the vacuum and sewing machine industry. We stand behind all of our products with a warranty you can trust and service you can count on. Whether you decide to shop in-store or online at PlatteValleyVacandSew.com, our quality products and customer care shine through. You can buy online, sign up for classes, see a calendar of classes and events, view our newsletter, and stay up to date. Platte Valley Vac & Sew, downtown Scottsbluff, and online to serve you.
3 minutes, 32 seconds left in the contest. 33-31. Gering leads it by 2. And Gering will have the ball out of the timeout. They will inbound near sideline. Triggered into Hunter Hayden. Cross-court pass to Pazanka in the left corner. Eli Merez with it. Back out on top. Hunter Hayden bounce inside. Pazanka outside Merez for 3. Count it! Eli Merez gets his first points of the game. And Gering opens up a 5-point lead with 3:15 left in the game. Deegan Keith on the dribble against Merez. Gives it up to Baker to Heron in the right corner. Out on top. Back to Kaiser Wolf. Two-hand pass to Baker. Baker takes it outside the arc. They work it to the right side. Back to Kaiser Wolf inside to Dreiling. He's got a baseline against Rushlow. His outlet pass intercepted by Jack Franklin. Jack quickly up the floor into the offensive end on the bounce to Pazanka. Into the right corner to Merez. Fires it back outside to Pazanka. 2:40 left in the clock in the game. Pazanka pulls it out by the 10-second line. He'll hand it off to Jack Franklin. Franklin picked up there by Heron. Still on the dribble. Jack splits defenders. The runner to the basket and an offensive foul. Jack Franklin picks up his first offensive foul. And that'll give the ball back to Torrington. And Dreiling will bring it across for Torrington against Eli Merez. Takes it to the right side. Free throw line extended, tries to bounce it down low. It goes through the hands of Dreiling into the hands of Baker, who puts it up and in. 3-point ball game as we near the 2-minute mark. The bounce to Rushlow. He'll give it up to Franklin. Jack to the free throw line, kicks it and throws it out of bounds. He's trying to find Eli Merez on the left side. And the turnover gives it right back to Torrington. Keith brings it into the front court against Merez. Takes it to the right side, now drives, has it stripped away as Pazanka got a hand in there. Hunter Hayden, long down court pass, Pazanka the layup. Off the left side, Pazanka with 12. Gering by 5. Dreiling in the backcourt against Merez. Here's Heron with it, gets a screen from Dreiling. Heron into the paint, puts up the shot, doesn't go, but he draws the foul on Sam Rushlow. With 1:28 left in the game. And that'll be the 4th on Sam. That's the 19th foul on Gering. And Thomas Heron at the free throw line. 3 points here in the second half. First one in and out. Miller and Hull back in for the Blazers. Dreiling and Keith check out. Thomas Heron, a 6'2 senior, drains the second one. He's got 7 and a full timeout. 38-34 Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
Finally, goodbye 2020. There was one good thing about 2020, that was the prices. And this is your last chance to get last year's prices at Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming. That's 20% off every window and door, plus no money down, no interest, and no payments for 12 months. Only at Renewal by Anderson. But hurry, because 2020 pricing is only available until February 15th. Book your free estimate today. Call Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming at 307-215-7493.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
Welcome back to Gering High School. 38-34, Gering leading Torrington by 4 out of the timeout. Torrington will set up full court pressure, and Jack Franklin will trigger the inbound. Hall guarding the ball in. Franklin looking, gets it into Pazanka. He's picked up in the backcourt by Miller. Minute 25 left. Brett brings it front court up the left side, gets it ahead to Eli Merez. Back to Franklin to Rushelo. Sam on the right side, back outside to Franklin, picked up there by Hull. Continues on the dribble, finds Brett Pazanka. Brett goes to the floor on his way to the basket. And that will put Brett at the free throw line. Chase Miller with his second personal foul. Ryan Baker, Dylan Dreiling, and Skylar Sargent in for Torrington. Brett Pazanka looking to increase this 4-point Gering lead here. As he drains the first one, he's got 13 points. Looking to make it 6 right here with 1:07 left. Pazanka with the second one. That'll roll in for Brett. He's got 14. Gering by 6 with 1:07 left. Dreiling in the backcourt, and he gets called for traveling as he moves that pivot foot with 1:03 left. And that'll bring Miller, Hull, and Aiden Cicito in for the first time for Torrington. And Gering to toss in at their offensive end. Jack looking, gets it out to Bonsack, who's checked into the Gering lineup, and Bonsack pressured out front by Heron, and he's quickly fouled, and that'll put Caden Bonsack at the free throw line with exactly 1 minute left in the game. Bonsack to shoot 1 and 1. 47% from the free throw line this season for Caden. Here comes Austin Mitchell in for Gering. Sam Rushelo will take a seat on the bench. Bonsack drains the first one. His first points of the game. 41-34. Second one on the way. That one comes up short. Rebound tipped around in the hands of Brett Pazanka. We're underneath a minute. To Jack Franklin on the right side. Jack puts it on the floor, dishes down low to Austin Mitchell, lays it up and in. Austin Mitchell, his first two, 43-34, 44 seconds left. Baker with it at the Torrington end. Here's Heron for 3, top of the key, back iron. Hull skies high for the rebound, off balance shot. He throws it up at the basket, off the glass. Pazanka up the floor, 28 seconds left, ahead to Franklin. In the corner, Eli Merez bounces down low, Austin Mitchell, and Mitchell fouled. Down low by Ryan Baker. And that'll put Austin Mitchell at the free throw line with 21 seconds left on the 1-and-1. Both teams with 9 team fouls. Dylan Dreiling checks in for Hull for the Blazers. And a timeout. A 30-second timeout with 21 seconds left in the game. So we'll keep it right here. Stay with us for the Runs of Post game show and our Taco John's player of the game. Well, Hydrotex is your lubrication solution partner. A member of the Holiday family of companies, Hydrotex is proud to support local athletes. And Ally Property Management and Real Estate, from real estate to rental properties to property management, Ally is your friend in real estate. And coming to you tonight from the Logos broadcast booth, stop in the Logos and the guys will custom design it, print it, and have it ready for the game. There's no job too big or too small for Logos in downtown Gering. Gering girls go above 500 as they defeat, and now a full timeout taken by Gering. 43-34 on the West Coast scoreboard.
We do 2 pictures just like we've done in the past, one straight down and one from the side, but it's better in the fact that they're going to get called back less, there's greater accuracy, and it's a lot easier to find it in dense breasts. A woman should start getting their mammos at age 40 every year, and 1 in 8 people get breast cancer, so it's the best way to find it is early detection.
21 seconds left in the game. Austin Mitchell at the free throw line for Gering. Gering leads at 43-34. 1-and-1. First one off the back iron as Morez tried to come down the rebound, knocked out of his hands. Torrington with it. Baker to Heron. To Sargent for 3. Air ball. Knocked around, picked up by Jack Franklin, and then Brett Pazanka fouled in the backcourt by Ryan Baker. That'll be the 10th team foul on the Blazers, so we'll walk to the Gering end with 8.9 seconds left. And Brett Pazanka will step to the free throw line. Nice comeback for Brett, 14 points tonight. And he steps to the free throw line. First one on the way for Brett. He's got 15 on the night. And Gering with a 10-point advantage. And a chance to break this 4-game losing streak here tonight as Pazanka drains them both. 45-34, Brett Pazanka with 16 points. Pass tipped away by Pazanka. He'll hold the ball. The clock will run out and Gering will get the win here tonight. 45-34 over Torrington on the West Coast scoreboard.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
At Platte Valley Bank, we realize the way people want to bank in the future may be different than it has been. As comfort levels and desires vary by person, banking may be different for some, yet not for others. We offer the best of both worlds, a traditional banking experience with our friendly tellers and an online or mobile banking option with features that you can personalize and utilize anytime, anywhere you go. So you can bank how you want, when you want, and from where you want to. Platte Valley Bank.
45-34, the Gering boys break a 4-game losing streak as they pick up their 5th win on the year against 11 losses as they win it 45-34. We were tied at 10 at the end of the first quarter. It was a 1-point lead for Gering at halftime, 18-17, as Gering outscored Torrington 8-7 in the second quarter. In the third quarter, Torrington outscoring Gering 11-10, and we were tied at 28 at the end of 3. But a big fourth quarter for Gering as they outscore Torrington 17-6 in the final 8 minutes to come away with the 45-34 win. With the loss, Torrington is now 2-8, and their losing streak reaches 8 games. Well, this is the Runza post-game show, and Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They'd like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza with locations in Scottsbluff, Gering, and Chadron. Back to take a look at the individual totals as Gering gets the 45-34 win over Torrington on the West Coast scoreboard.
You may look forward to spending the seasons with family in your home, but not when these critters come knocking on your door. That's where Benzel Pest Control saves the day. Family owned since 1976, we provide prompt, professional, and efficient services to keep your home or business safe and secure all year round.
With 3 generations and more than 4 decades of service to the Nebraska Panhandle and Southeast Wyoming, Benzel Pest Control is the only name in all seasons pest defense.
And back here on the Runza post-game show, Gering the 45-34 win over Torrington here tonight. And now take a look at the individual totals. First on the Torrington side of the ledger, no one in double figures here tonight for Torrington. But Aiden Hull and Ryan Baker with 5 points apiece for Torrington. But Dylan Dreiling leading the way for the Blazers tonight with 7 points. 7 points also for Thomas Heron. 4 points tonight for Kaiser Wolf. And 2 points each tonight for Skylar Sargent and Deegan Keith on the Torrington side of the ledger. As Torrington now drops to 2-8 on the season. They have now lost 8 games in a row. For Gering, 2 players in double figures here tonight, both tied for game-high honors, is Brett Pazanka and Jack Franklin, the scoring duo, with 16 points for both of them here tonight. Brett Pazanka with 8 at halftime, 8 in the second half, but Jack Franklin with only 4 at halftime, and he has 12 points in the second half for his 16 points tonight. 3 points each for Sam Rushello and Eli Merez. And Hunter Hayden, Austin Mitchell, and Jackson Schlothauer finish with 2 points each for Gering as Gering gets the 45-34 win over Torrington here tonight to break a 4-game losing streak. As Kyle Cotton making his way here to our broadcast position, and we will await his arrival and get some post-game comments from Kyle as his team is back on the winning track after a 0-2 weekend as they lose to Chadron and they lose to Scotts Bluff here at home, but they salvage the win here tonight to start off this 3 games in 4-day stretch for Gering here tonight. And we will await Kyle making his way up here to us. And we'll hand him the mic quick. Must feel good to get back on the winning side of the ledger after a 0-2 weekend.
Yeah, I think we lost 4 straight there. Played some really quality opponents. We have not been shooting the ball very well lately, barring that Scotts Bluff game. I thought we shot pretty well. But we only shot 35% overall in that game. So tonight, again, we got quality looks, so we didn't knock them down. I thought we played really well defensively for a majority of the game. Offensively, like I said, we got where we wanted to. I'd like to get in the paint a little more and attack the basket a little more, but we got quality looks and just didn't make them.
Fourth quarter, or the end of the third quarter, you're tied at 28. What did you say to the team going into the fourth quarter? You guys really kind of stepped on the gas in that final 8 minutes.
Well, I think we switched defenses a few times on them and kind of threw them off. We got a few steals and some timely baskets. We started attacking the paint finally, and then the free throw line as well. And anytime you can get a team to start fouling you, they have to back off. So when we started being a little more aggressive, it was definitely to our advantage.
Got 2 players tonight with double figures, both Brett and Jack with 16 points apiece. Brett not playing Saturday night, had a strong comeback, I thought, tonight.
Yeah, we didn't know if he was going to be able to play again tonight. He came out and gutted it out and played well. Jack, I thought, really carried us in the third quarter, getting in the lane and making plays and knocking down some shots, kind of, because we were kind of struggling there for some consistency. But he stepped up and made some big plays. Eli Morez's 3 in the corner there late in the fourth quarter really set us going, gave us, a 5-point cushion, and then they were trying to catch up. So then we could do some things defensively, and pressure them a little more. But overall, I'm pleased with the effort. We just got to be able to knock down shots when we get them.
So this starts the first game of a 3-game stretch over the next 4 days. How do you approach this?
One game at a time, one practice at a time, just going out and doing our best, playing with effort and intensity that we need. Tomorrow we'll get in, we'll watch film, see how we can improve, get some shots up. Hopefully we can start making those at a higher clip, but just continue to do what we're doing. I feel like we're playing pretty well. But if you're not making shots, it doesn't seem like you're playing as well as what you should be. But we're taking care of the ball. We're moving it pretty well. We just got to be able to knock those down. So hopefully I can be some sort of Zen master and we can start going in.
Well, hopefully it'll materialize on Thursday in Baird. Kyle, we appreciate you stopping by.
All right, thank you.
All right. Kyle Cotton joins us here on the Runs and Post Game Show as Gering gets the 45-34 win over Torrington to go to 5-11 on the season. We will come back and name our Taco John's player of the game as Gering wins it 45-34 on the West Coast scoreboard.
New season and new fashion is in at Compliments for you and your home. Check out what's new from Tribal and Charlie B. From light layers for warm days and cool nights to reversibles that are a must-have for the season. Compliments has the style for you. With great looks come great deals. Compliments always has weekly deals to bring more style into your life. Get ahead of the trends and get the new shapes, shades, and colors this season at Compliments for you and your home. 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. We use CPAPs and BiPAPs too, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with every major insurance company in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
Torrington and gets their 5th win of the season. Well, the play of the game is brought to you by Taco John's of Scottsbluff and Gering. Make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. And our Taco John's player of the game, let's give that to Brett Pazanka. He comes through tonight with 16 points, 8 in each half after he sat out game, so a strong comeback performance by Brett Pazanka tonight with 16 points. He's our Taco John's player of the game. Let's take our break. We'll come back, wrap things up from Gering as Gering wins at 45-34 over Torrington on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hi, I'm Michelle Perkins of Remax Regency. After branching out, I've returned home to my roots, to the land from which I came and my family has held for 5 generations.
Michelle truly understands what home means and treats you like family as she guides you through the buying and selling process, bringing the latest pricing tools that are not currently being used in this area to sell your home at the highest price in the least amount of time, and to ensure that you do not overpay when buying.
So just give me a call, kick back, RE/MAX, and settle down.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
Defeat Torrington 45-34, and the Gering girls get back on their winning ways as they defeat the Torrington girls 65-55 to go to 9-8 on the season. Gering, both the girls and the boys, right back at it Thursday. From Torrington, we'll have those games for you, so join us then from Torrington. But for tonight, from Gering, I'm Jeff Kelly. Good evening, everyone.
Join us for the show tomorrow